catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up.
Why does this why did it take time for that to work? Hello? It's like, okay. I don't even know what happened. Because literally, I rebooted my computer. I didn't do anything with OBS. I just rebooted my computer. And apparently it like disconnected my mic from OBS. Technology, why do you constantly fail me? Ah. Yeah, apparently one of those emotes did go kind of burr. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened to that emote in particular. It just kind of screamed and then exploded. But yeah, I gotten pretty good about like always keeping an eye on the mic channel to find out if what I'm saying is actually going through. This is like the one time I managed to like or rather underthink that technically, and I actually paid the price for it. Heck and heck. Did I enjoy the dance spin? Was that the one with the cat on the vinyl record? Because that was heckin' adorable. Although it did look like it was kind of not having the time of its life. No, not that one. Which one? Oh, oh, that one, yeah. Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about League of Legends, so that like seeing that character didn't do anything for me as far as like memories or anything like that. It was kind of a fancy dance though. I just realized it's actually kind of like it has like a little like constellation of stars around it. That's actually kind of a cool design, honestly. But yeah, you sent many spins today, and they were all good. But okay, so let me try to restart the intro now that I'm actually, you know, hearable. So apparently I think this game is my, what's the right way to say this, like, grammatically? I think this game has the second highest number of friends who have previously played this game out of my entire Steam library. And I think number one is probably just playing Team Fortress 2, because that game has been out for, like, over 2 decades, and is, well, just basically straight up free to play nowadays. But, what else was I going to say after that? There's something else I said after that, but I already forgot what it was now. Heck, damn it. But anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead. So tonight's game is going to be heckin' Stardew Valley, which we will be playing slightly modded. I was kind of toying with the fact with whether or not I wanted to play it like completely vanilla or do some like all my usual mods or stuff like that. I kind of decided I'm just going to do some aesthetic mods to make them a little bit more relevant to the channel, so to speak. So yeah, I think I have a good selection at this point. So let's go ahead and get the game running. Hopefully everything goes well, because I have to actually run it through a different program. Okay, nothing's bad going on here. Let me turn down the jams as it boots up. Also hope. Okay, so unfortunately, for some reason, the game does not want to open in a very specific resolution. Hold on. Where's the game? So I do need to fix the resolution manually. There we go. Yeah, it always opens up at like this specific size. And I have no idea why it does that. Okay, let's put that over there. Yeah, yeah, Whiskey Dingo has like literally a trillion emotes. Yeah, 120 total emotes. Honestly, I thought it was more than that. Yeah, see, he does have like an average of almost 1,000 people watching every stream. And I don't even know how many. Actually, can I even find that out? Hold on, I'm kind of curious now. Twitch stats. Can I don't think, I would assume, I would probably assume he doesn't have his things tracked, but. Okay, I thought it'd give me like a little preview pop-up. Okay, apparently somebody tried to like fake account his thing, but view. Site, do you want to load for me, please? He switches the mod a lot? Does he? I mean, I suppose with the... I don't know, with that many slots, I don't know if he... That seems kind of weird to me for some reason. Not gonna lie, that looks more like a Sky Fox emote. From like that at first glance with the way the colorization works. So does he have... Okay, so he has 81,000 followers, which is a lot of followers. Yeah, he doesn't have, at least on the website that I'm still looking at, he doesn't have a substract, so I can't see how many he has there, but yeah, he's definitely one of, if not the biggest furry streamer out there. Actually, is he the biggest furry streamer? Or is there somebody else who's actually, like has a bigger following than him? I don't really follow much on the, like, the super high popularity, high viewer count streamers or anything like that, so I'm actually not sure if he's actually the highest furry streamer. That is a poor choice of wording, now that I'm actually saying about it. He's the only super popular guy that you follow? I know there is technically, like, a Guitar Hero streamer who always had, like, the furry tag on his stream, and technically you could make an argument he was a furry, but I never saw any, like, furry, like art styles or characters or anything like that, so I wasn't really ever fully sure about that one. But anyway, we're getting way off topic here. And so you can play this game with a controller. It can be a little awkward. But, okay, so like I said, I do have some mods that are on here. They're gonna be mostly aesthetic. I mainly have the, I thought there was like a better name for it, but it's basically the Anthro Characters mod, where it basically turns every character in this game into an animal or to a furry of some kind. So that's one of the things I'm most looking forward to. But, yeah, let's go ahead and just get started right into it. Alright, and so unfortunately, so there are a couple different, like, furry farmer mods out there. Only one of them is actually, like, viable nowadays, from what I can tell, because a couple of those are so outdated. And one of them requires, like, 18 different mods, half of which aren't even, like, supported anymore. So we're gonna have to kind of go with the best with what we can here. I think... Okay, those are other different color. Actually... I think this one's actually probably pretty close. Yeah, you've used crop rotation and pesticides from the FDA. You use a federal business farmer. Federal business. Okay, now I'm imagining you're growing like stocks and bonds and like government facilities on the farm. And you put like a little like a Federal Reserve plant in the ground, and after like 2 years, it becomes an entire building. That's what's now going through my mind. This one is actually a little like white patch in the center that I can't really get rid of with that one. Actually, they're kind of in all of them. Yeah, I think it's probably the closest we're gonna get then. Yeah, oh god, now I'm trying to figure out what... Okay, I need to make a note for myself later on. To figure out what government anagram, or not anagram, acronym would be KETCHUEP. So there's got to be something we can make with that. It's not gonna make any sense by the time you do that. You just made that up. I'm gonna make it up even further. I'm hopefully gonna be silly with it if I can just remember to do that later on. But yeah, and so one of the unfortunate things about this particular furry farmer mod is that there's no way to have no hair. So I'm just gonna have to find a hairstyle that looks kind of like my, I guess, normal hairstyle. Which there's really not a lot of good selection for short hair in like any video game, which makes me sad. This one's probably closest to what I have, although it's not nearly like, you know, crop top like that. Because I just have like short hair. And also, I also like to part my hair in the middle, which is kind of why I like that one other one. Yeah, that one's still a little on the long side. Really? They have Princess Leia hair? Why do you need Leia hair? 0 to 10 needs tomatoes turned into ketchup. There are tomatoes in this game. I actually don't know if there's ketchup now. Well, you don't really make condiments well, I guess you do for some recipes. I actually don't know if there's a ketchup recipe in this game. Now I'm actually thinking about it. There's a lot of hairstyles. Almost none of which are really applicable to me. That's kind of like a shaggy, like Beatles hairstyle. Then you have... Why did my facial color change? That's maybe because like... Huh. That was weird. How many hairstyles are there? I'm kind of regretting going this far. Okay, now we reset. I think it was like number 20-ish. Yeah, I think that's probably the best I'm gonna get for my hairstyle. So eye color. I got me some blue eyes. Still not really... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know how to mess with sliders to get, like, proper coloring. I mean, green hair would be cool, but that's not really the hair I have. I think that's probably the best I'm gonna be able to get. My hair color has been kind of darkening as I get older. Cause my hair used to be so blonde as a kid, like parts would almost look white. And nowadays it's kind of more like middle between like blonde and brown. Pants color, always green. All the green. Very green. Maybe not radioactive green. Like reasonable green. Also, cat preference. We've got to get as close to Eddie as we possibly can. Shirt. Yeah, I've never really been... Actually... Okay, I actually like this one because we kind of look like a medieval character of some kind. We're going with that one. Oh, we keep... Actually, yeah, there's only like 4 lower garment options. Yeah, we're going as this. And then okay, this is like facial hair. Or, I guess, different kinds of, like, bills, if you're like a duck or something. What it... That's supposed to be like somebody carrying a stick? I've actually not even really looked at these options yet. Oh, you got a little handkerchief. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's supposed to be a collar, I guess? Wait, that should be neutral. I think maybe that is neutral. I'm just looking at it incorrectly. But yeah, so we are Aaron. No, I'm not going to put in Aaron Jevlik because anybody actually calls you by your full name and it gets kind of creepy. Ketchup Cafe Farm. And then the favorite thing is the Chat Fae. And then... So you have like a whole bunch of different farm options you can pick from here. A lot of these have like a very specific focus on what they do. The most recent main game patch was this Meadowlands farm. You have like a lot less place to actually like grow proper crops, stuff like that, but you start with a special kind of grass that I think builds your animals' happiness faster. Plus you actually start with animals as well. So the only one I would really be interested in would be either just a standard farm, or I've never done a wilderness farm. It says there's, quote, plenty of good land here, but I'm kind of curious as to what that actually means. I actually want to do the old wilderness farm for a change. But yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think we need to change anything here. Okay, you can... So one thing I like is that you can actually like change the community center bundle, which is kind of sort of the first like quote-unquote end game goal of the game. You can either have the same items as normal, or you can have like a new assortment of things, which is kind of cool. And then there's an option to make sure you can actually complete it the first year. Oh, I can actually just turn this off. I'm kind of tempted to turn it off, but honestly, let's just keep it on. Let's actually go for the full wilderness thing. Oh, you can make it hard mode. Okay. Mine rewards also remixed. Okay. Multiplayer, not doing multiplayer. Okay. Yeah, if the game was more realistic, we would all fail farming. Good thing it's not realistic. In fact, I am of the belief that just because something makes a game more realistic doesn't necessarily mean it makes it good. A lot of times games are better because they're not realistic, because they're like completely silly and outlandish, stuff like that. But yeah, I think we are ready to go. Intro time. And for whatever reason, the grandpa is the only character that is not made into a furry. And for my very special grandson. I want that sword up there. I want you to have the sealed envelope. He just yeets it at us. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Yeah, that's called Facebook. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Link, my boy. I was tempted to do that as I was reading the line, but no, let Grandpa rest. XDX years later. Yay, Joja. Okay, so there was a different furry-related mod I had on that actually made all these characters into furries as well. I guess that was a different mod then that I had. Also, the freaking cowboy hat guy. He looks way too happy at his job. Also, imagine having a CRT monitor of that freaking size. That thing has to weigh like 200 pounds. Probably only broadcast at like 480p. Oh, we have to actually click on it. Real life photo of Aaron's work. I mean, I guess I do kind of use a cubicle here and there for like some odd things I do, but... Dear Aaron, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Ketchup Cafe Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Actually, don't know how old Lewis is supposed to be in the lore. I'm also hoping that the mod actually, like, installed correctly. If then I'm gonna be pretty sad. Right, let me check my mod program thing real quick. There it is. Let me make sure it's actually active like it's supposed to be. Yeah, Anthro characters continued should be active. It is enabled. Bird. Quick bird. Okay, the mod is not working. Why is the mod not working? Dang it. I'm very tempted to, like, at the end of this first day when the game saves, to try to fix the things that actually does use a furry mod. I don't know why it's not. Maybe no, I don't know. Hello, you must be Aaron. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. I mean, at least we're furry. That's at least a start. This is Ketchup Cafe Farm. It's seen better days. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. I also don't know why the text box is as big as it is. When I play in full screen, it's like very tiny in the bottom. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome. I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. There's like almost more planks of wood than the actual house itself. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude. Don't listen to her, Aaron. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. I mean, is he wrong? Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Okay, so it is saving currently. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try to do one attempt at least of trying to figure out what I did wrong with the mod. Is there anything? What would I be missing? Okay, so Antho characters continued. Open the mod page. So this requires content patcher, generic mod configuration. Did I not turn that part of the mod on for some reason? Actually, I don't think I even saw it in the menu before. Maybe that's part of what the issue is. Smappy, I already have Smappy. That's part of what's installed in the mod thing itself. Yeah, that's also right there too. And that's up to date. Everything should be up to date. Yeah. Huh. Okay, so let's... Maybe there's maybe a recent post on it too. I can check for that. That's an old one. Phenomenal. Okay, none of that's just saying anything about like issues recently. But yeah, let's try opening up again, and maybe I'll have the actual furry characters. Maybe I do need to go in like the in-game mod menu for it. Well, I'm also gonna have to resize the window, I think, to make this work. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't keep the resolution. So weird. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, so these are mods that I currently have deactivated. Yeah, there should be a mod up here for the thing. Why is it not up on here? Extensions? Why is No Man's Sky as an extension? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, we have Stardew Valley, which is currently the active game. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I thought it went... Okay, I didn't go super far enough to actually test this yesterday, but I thought I had everything properly activated. Okay, was there maybe like a side mod I need to install as well that I neglected to get? That's with the optional stuff. I don't really need the optional stuff. Requirements, just... Okay, is there any special instructions that I missed? Validate your Steam game files for Stardew. If you've ever used a pre-1.6 version of this mod, you don't want to do this. Use some version of Smappy, content patcher, most use of everything. Before logging log, try validating your Steam game files for Stardew. Especially if that was the same mod in the past. I did update the version of the mod, so maybe stuff got screwed up there. Let's try revalidating the game files real quick. Whoa. What the hell is that sound? Okay, I'm hearing a big buzzing right now, and I have no idea why. Oh my god, what? Okay, I have the desktop audio muted so you guys aren't hearing it, but I don't know what the hell that is. Is it like some weird audio source I have on here? I have literally no idea. Oh, this is gonna be annoying if this doesn't... Okay, anyway. Let me validate Steam files. To go to properties. Install files? Yeah, verify integrity. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, that should be complete. Let's try this again. Hopefully it goes away when the game comes back up. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, as soon as the game opened back up, the buzzing stopped. I have no idea what that was. I have never experienced that before. Okay, so let's do this. Hopefully the characters are all furry now. Oh, didn't mean to click there. Okay, so controller still works. Let's load. Let's go ahead and... Okay, now my furry farmer mod is not working. What the hell? Okay, can I go back to title screen? Exit title. Okay, so it still has all the same mod listings as before. That just shows how to go through the mod menu itself. Oh, what the hell? You know what? I guess we're just being a purple person. I thought I had the mods figured out. Apparently not. Alright. So we get some parsnip seeds as well as our starting tools. You receive 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started, Mayor Lewis. Now I gotta remember how... Okay, so the trigger buttons are already changed through the items. The left and right button changes rows once you get access to more bags. So just get a little bit of stuff clear here. It's gonna be a while. I don't think you can grow tomatoes until, like, summer. And I don't think we're gonna have enough time to make it to summer. Also, one of the mods I do have as well is that normally the time shows in increments of 10 minutes. So now it should just say 6:30 until it gets to the 6:40 marker. One of the mods I have actually makes it so it updates per minute. So you get kind of a better representation of how much time you have for any given moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing some things up. Get some wood. Not to get confused with Perp Baron, that's the evil twin. I mean, technically they could both be Perp Baron, just different spellings. English is stupid enough that way where that'd be entirely believable. Then we go to this. It's probably better if we just do this, I think. Get rid of that. Then do... Yeah, playing on controller does take some getting used to it, the way, like, the selecting a certain tile works. Okay, so now we got all that started. Let's refill our bottle here. And let's see if we can meet people and see if the mod is actually deciding to work for now. I kind of doubt it's going to with our luck, but you never know. Also, maybe I need to go into the settings in here to, maybe there's like a zoom level I need to modify. Graphics, standard, UI scale? Okay, do something like that. Okay, I think that should work about there. Okay. That's probably about as close as I'm going to get to what I had before. It's like, I don't know if maybe doing the validate just, like, undid, like, all the mods. Okay, I guess we're not having a furry mod tonight. Dang nabbit. Oh, yeah, that isn't over for, like, 5 more minutes. So here we have our list of eventual holidays and people's birthdays, stuff like that. And also a bookseller, which is a new thing they added in the most recent patch. There's so much stuff I could go over for what everything does. I don't really have the time to do it. For now, we're just going to introduce ourselves to everybody. This is Gus, the barkeep. Well, and also restaurant owner. Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. I always forget your name. Pierre. Hey, it's Mr. Aaron, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I also buy produce from you for a good price. Your all-time favorite game? This is definitely up there for, like, just one of the all-time greats in general, yeah. And welcome on in, Jaden. How you doing tonight? Oh, that's right. I heard someone new is moving on to that old farm. Oh. Also, I love how if somebody's blocking your way, you can just keep running into them. Eventually, they'll just let you through. Let's see if we can actually meet everybody. Hello. You must be Aaron, the new farmer. I'm Carolyn. Yeah, Abigail is one of the best characters in my view. Especially when one of her friendship scenes with you involves you, quote, knowing your way around a joystick. Which I love the multiple interpretations of that phrase. Bookseller, I require your strongest books. My books are too strong for you, traveler. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. Yeah, she's the one who runs the place where you get like the various farm animals and such. See any more people we can meet. I could go in there and cut all that grass, but I don't think I really need to. You love Abigail, but you're growing very fond of Haley. Tend to marry her every file. I know the very first character I married when I very first played this was Harvey, because like everybody else kind of just seems like kind of too young and kind of like almost like stereotypical of like young adult kind of characters. Harvey was at least a different enough kind of a character type, especially having like so many different hobbies and kind of knowing his own limitations on things in life. I kind of sympathize with him a decent bit. Stranger. Hello. Yeah, Linus does not live in the town. He actually lives literally in that tent up there, trying to kind of live life naturally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Harvey and Shane are canonically the oldest marriage options. I never realized Shane would be technically that much older. Also, anytime you see like a little wiggly green thing in the grass here, you can get like special seeds and such, or special items from them. Yeah, we're purple because the mods all decided to break simultaneously, and okay, we can plant this here. Let's go plant us some carrots, because we can. I don't see any foraging, unfortunately. Also, you can use the right control stick to be able to use the arrow key right here, so we can check our getting started. So one of our quests is to cultivate and harvest a parsnip, and also to introduce ourselves to all 28 people in the town. Also, we need to kind of break our way through here too. There's a scythe. Yeah, any tree that's only like barely the size of a weed, you can actually cut down with a scythe and just get rid of entirely. Otherwise, you have to cut it down like a normal tree, and you don't get nearly as much wood for it. This building will eventually become a greenhouse once you get to basically that part of the game. It takes a good while, though. I think it's usually like after the first year that a regular person kind of goes through in the playthrough. Also, if any item falls into the water down there, it is actually lost. So if you can do anything that involves like dropping an item, be away from a body of water to be safe. Okay, let's get some more wood chopped. Unfortunately, these just take so freaking much energy. Yeah, one of the mods I normally play with when I play casually is one that lets your stamina slowly regenerate naturally, so you're not out of energy but by like noon. Yeah, there's a lot of mods I usually play with. Yeah, some of that set up. Let's... Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's kind of more about what I normally do for my, like, item layout. And make a few more for our carrots. Might maybe try to get some more seeds so I can get some more early money going on. Squirrel. I actually don't know when you get to even, I already lost my train of thought what I was trying to say. Oh, there's Harvey. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. Yeah, try to focus on meeting people, else I'm gonna get distracted. Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. I'm Jody. Yeah, currently a mother of two, I think it's just these two children here. There's... Vincent. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. One thing I like about this family is that every single one of them is a cat of some kind. I think Vincent is supposed to be like a cheetah, Jody is, I think, like a cheetah or leopard, something like that. And then Sam, the older son, is a tiger. I like me my tigers. Oh, I already talked to you earlier. My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. Why, hello, and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you like. No, I'm good on that. That is Evelyn. She is one of the 2 resident old people here. Also, you can actually root through garbage bins to try to get like random items. If you do it too close to an NPC, they will notice and they'll Kind of guys. Yeah, we tried to mod it. Apparently the mods decided not to work for whatever reason. So instead of being the like cat-like creature that we were before I tried to fix things, now we're just a purple human, which is kind of unfortunate. Well, welcome on in, Jesse. How you doing tonight? Oh, hello. I'm Penny. Yeah, because I did try to have the furry mod installed for this one. Obviously, it's not working. I had a furry farmer mod, which worked at first, but then I tried to do something to fix the other mod, and it just kind of broke everything else. And I also had another mod set up to where it replaces the horse with Yoshi instead. That was going to be one of my surprise ones if we had gotten that far. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. For some reason, she feels like she's like the hardest one to get in touch with, because like she spends half her time in her room, which you can't access until you get to a certain amount of friendship with her. You're to lurk. Want to say thank you again for last night? Like I said, anytime, anything you need, just let me know. And I will admit, I am very bad about like initiating conversation on my side. So if you ever want to like even just like chit chat about random things, by all means, send me a message. I'll be glad to chat. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Heckin' rude. Also, you are there, but since you're in your room, I cannot talk to you. I don't know if we've technically met Lewis yet. I think we do have to actually interact with them to make that work. Okay, he is not here. So one thing that they did add for Lewis's thing is that there's this, so if you ever lose an item that's supposed to be like a permanent item, like you lose one of your tools, stuff like that, it should be able to pop back up here. I've never had that happen, so I don't actually know if you just come up here and pick it up, but I think that's how it works. You also get these random ticket things, which will give you these progressive rewards based on just however many tickets you've submitted. I don't know if this is RNG or not. I assume it's pretty static. But yeah, anytime you get those tickets, which is usually from like helping out people by doing quests from a billboard that you can eventually build here. But we're not gonna have that for I think until like the start of the next year, if I remember correctly. There are so many things in this game that come up until don't come up until like far late in the game. Suddenly book. Okay, not that one. Here we go. Tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten crop growth. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new sapling clear, or else it may not grow properly. Crops will die as soon as the season ends, unless they grow in multiple seasons, e.g. corn. What does e.g. like literally stand for? I've never actually known like the exact translation of that. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with the scythe. One time you lost your galaxy sword before you knew that the lost and found existed and you were panicking? Aren't you able to like just rebuy the galaxy sword though? Well, hello there. Welcome to the Stardew Valley Archaeological Office. This is embarrassing, but the previous curator made off with the entire collection. We don't have any artifacts for display, but I'm hoping to remedy that soon. Hey, if you find any artifacts or minerals out there, would you let me know? Yeah, you can literally fill up the entire thing here with like all sorts of minerals and artifacts and stuff like that. You do get rewards for doing so as well. Oh, we're like 1 minute off. Dagnabbit. Well, I guess we don't get to meet Clive yet. Yeah, Clive is the town's blacksmith where you go to get all your tools upgraded. And he is the reason why I will never romance Emily. Never. Hey, kid. Name's Pam. Okay, nice and simple. Oh, there's Sam. Yeah, Sam is a tiger in the full game. And for exempli gratia. Okay. Okay, so just a little translation for basically what that means. Okay. Thank you for the knowledge. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Yeah, Sam is also one of the few people in this town who actually form a little band. It's between, I think, him, Sebastian, and Abigail are like the main band members. Okay, I didn't realize that the layout of the store was actually changed by the Stardew Valley Expanded mod. Huh. Welcome to Joja Mart. How are you doing today? I don't believe we've met. I'm Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. When you decide you want to become a Joja member, I'll be delighted to help make your transition a joyous experience. Heck off. Okay, so in the Stardew Valley Expanded mod, she actually becomes a proper character. And she's actually kind of cool. I like her. Shane's hard at work. He doesn't seem interested in talking. And oddly enough, if you talk to either Shane or Sam while they're working, it still counts toward your building the relationship with them and talk with them for the day. Which is kind of nice. Yeah, you can rebuy it, but this is when you were a baby to the game. Didn't know that either. Yeah, honestly, I've never actually used Lost and Found. I don't know. Is there a notification that pops up? Actually, I guess there probably wouldn't be if you didn't know that the thing existed. Oh, we never met I am so bad at remembering characters' names. Even for a game I have like 500 hours in, I still can't remember half the characters' names unless I actually like see their name pop up. Okay, is nobody here? Wow, nobody's here. Okay. I mean, I guess maybe they're gathered up at the saloon at this point. Yeah, we already spoke to Linus. You want to do the Joja route to get all possible achievements in the game, but you can't find it in your heart to do so. Yeah, I tried doing a Joja mart. It is just so boring. It just, you pay money, the thing happens, and that's it. There's no actual story going on with it. If there was more story, I probably would be interested in continuing with it, but there's just nothing. Oh, hey, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool. Have we talked? I don't think we talked to Penny yet. Oh, I guess we have talked to Penny. Oh yeah, you can also actually sit on the benches and stuff like that, and kind of just hang out for a bit. But we're too busy to sit and hang around. Okay, we already spoke to you earlier. Ooh, I can read down your face. You're gonna love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Yeah, I refuse to date Emily. Because I can't keep doing that to Clint. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think we're gonna be able to meet the what's his face with the long hair and the writing. Does it say what his name is? No, it doesn't. I think we need 300 wood for this. Yeah, 300 wood. Yeah, the stuff over here can be actually pretty nice to sell for like just random harvesting, stuff like that. Can we meet? It's probably too late to meet Willie. I think his shop is well closed by this point. I don't think he's actually out fishing. Gone fishing? Okay, he's actually just not here, period. Got it. Oh, another chance for special stuff. Yeah, inside those little worm-filled things, you can also get the books for the library / artifact area. And also just miscellaneous artifacts themselves, too. There's quite a bit you can do, really. Oh, there's Clint. Hi. I'm Clint. I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. That's all he has. So, did we get to talk to Haley? I don't know if we did. Ooh. We got bread. From the garbage. Yeah, there are a couple other characters to meet around here, but we're not going to be able to get to any of them because it's already too late in the day. And yeah, that's one of the other mods I usually have when I play this, is I have a mod that kind of slows down time a little bit, so you actually have the availability to do things you want to do. It makes me really glad that one of the other games that's going to be showing up relatively soon on the Steam Library Tour is one that was... It kind of came out of the big, like, farming sim kind of boom for a while. And they actually give it so that there's actually an in-game based time control feature, which I absolutely love. I'm kind of surprised this game hasn't gotten that at this point. I mean, I can kind of understand why the developer wants to make sure you play the game the way that was kind of like originally intended, but... Yeah, I just wish you could, like, in-game, just make time go by slower. Let's try to use up the rest of our energy. Just, like, general clean up the area a little bit. Oh, right, I forgot where I have enemies here. I don't know how much health you have. Is this even viable? Okay, I can't technically crit. You're not gonna die, are you? Oh, you are died. Okay. You are died. I Englished. Oh, God. Okay. Let's head in here. Let's try to craft... Yeah, let's make oh, wow, that needs basically all of our wood. Okay, so one thing I do like that you can do in this game is you can basically send them off to the side here, and you just kind of drop it down there so you can pick it back up later. Oh god, you respawn. Oh, God. And unfortunately, I think opening the chest doesn't stop time. Oh, no, it does stop time. Okay, we're good. Let's put everything in here for now. We could plant the mixed seeds, but maybe not quite yet. Let's do this for now. We picked our clay back up. Also, if you can actually watch the TV for various things. You can get the weather report for the next day. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Oh, I didn't mean to do that again. You can also check... Oh my god, I keep forgetting that it goes so quickly. You can also check the fortune teller to see what your luck's gonna be like for the day. Ooh, I see a glimmer within my scrying orb. A shard of knowledge from the future. The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. Yeah, I think there's like 5 different luck rates. That's apparently the worst one, which, you know, kind of makes sense for the first day. Living off the land. This gives you little gameplay tips you can do throughout the course of the game. Back with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting for your first harvest. Yeah, we ain't got time for that. But let's go to sleep with our dirt, our clay. Also, one common thing you'll see speedrunners do is they'll actually put the bed literally right here, so whenever they need to skip the day, they just do it right from the doorway. And we got a letter. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. Yeah, I think that thing is like 5 or 10,000 gold, which we don't have nearly the money for. Hello there. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Alright, let's water our plants. And unfortunately, like when you're going through certain crops as well, your speed tends to get reduced by a lot, which gets really annoying, especially when you're trying to, you know, make up time for various things. Yeah, let's go see if we can meet more people we didn't get to meet the other day. Yeah, all the grass here you can eventually cut down and actually have as, like, hay for feeding, like, cows and chickens, stuff like that. But you need to have a silo built first before any of it actually counts. That's kind of why I'm avoiding it for the time being. There's Shane again. What? What do you want? Go away. I thought there were like 8 or so. Who knows what opened up that late. Can we talk to... Yeah, we're not gonna be able to enter here because we can't enter your house until we become friends with you. In the Stardew Valley Expanded mod, there's actually another person you can meet down below here. Ooh, we got some horseradish. We can either consume this for stamina, or we can just sell it for money. I'm not sure what I want to do with it right now, honestly. I'll just cut a bunch more stuff up. You can also get these random mixed seeds, which gives you a random crop for the season when you plant it. Sometimes I like to have just a bunch of those just available so I can have extra money from like doing almost nothing. And I think we need to wait for a story beat to happen before we can meet you. Yeah, door's locked. You can hear someone inside. Yeah, I forget what his name officially is in like the base game lore, but I think the Stardew Valley Expanded mod, yeah, Stardew Valley Expanded actually gives him a little bit more of a fleshed out character. I think it's referred to as Rasmodius in that one. Either that or Magnus, one of the two. Ow. Come on, you can't drop boxes on me like they're made from trees. It takes me a long time to farm those boxes. Oh, there's Jazz. You can say hi to her real quick before she goes away. Ellipses. Hi. Fair enough. Oh no, we already did say hi to Marnie, so we should be fine on meeting her then. Bird. Yeah, every time I start a playthrough this, I'm never really sure, like, how to start, like, what activities to start with or anything like that. There's Emily. Sure, we'll talk to you again because you're here. I work part-time at Augustus Saloon. It pays the bills. Yeah, Haley is up in there, but I usually have trouble kind of meeting her for the first time as well. That might just be more of a general, like, the way I do my schedule and movement, stuff like that. Yeah, let's go see Willie. Let's pick up our... Oh, pick this up real quick. Oh yeah, when it says you got some new ages to sleep on, you basically level up one of your skills. So in this case, by picking up the thing there, we leveled up our foraging. Also, I forgot this was a cutscene. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out in the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Rod, get. You received a bamboo pole. Yeah, I was wondering if we would actually have any space for it. Honestly, we have plenty of fibers as it is. We can just get rid of that. There we go. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what old Pappy used to say anyway. Yeah, any little spot of water where you have like the bubbles up there, that's a spot you can actually fish at. Let's actually get this repositioned then. In fact, let's actually do a little bit. So the fishing is one of the things I appreciate the basic fishing in this game. I hate the end game fishing. Like there's, all right, our inventory is full. So there are 5 what are called legendary fish, which are basically like the hardest difficulty fish and also have like the highest selling value. Actually, no point in fishing if you don't have the inventory space for it anyway. Yeah, you kind of need to go and buy the backpack as the first thing, because you just have no space otherwise. Let's find out how much it costs to get that. Also, there is a dog here in the Stardew Valley Expanded mod. He's too shy at this point. Also, you can get random missions here. Need Joja Cola to roast up... Joja Cola to roast up for dinner. Emily, I have so many concerns. Well, okay, so it's considered a junk item you can find. You know what? Sure. Let's see if we can just, like, find a can of Joja Cola real quick. Well, actually, no, the bubbles give you a basically better or faster return on the cast. So instead of waiting all this time for the fish to bite, it would bite, like, twice as fast at least. Instead of waiting like this. Come on. I always forget how tiny our bar is when we first start. Yeah, you have to basically keep the green bar over the fish the entire time. It's probably gonna be worth more than the mixed seed, so I guess we'll keep the fish. Also, if you do a further cast, you tend to get higher quality fish, but at the very start of the game, when you're at like level 1, it really doesn't matter. You just do this to make things go a little faster. Yeah, all I want is a can of Joja Cola game. Actually, can you just buy a can of Joja Cola? I never even thought about that. Okay, broken glasses. We don't need that. There we go. Yeah, so we get 75 gold from Emily by turning it in. How much does it cost to buy a can? Because I'm sure you can buy a can from here. Oh, it's okay, basically free at that point. You know what, let's get rid of the clay. It's only one. So we'll go ahead and bring this to Emily. She'll have a can of Joja Cola to cook for the night. That still blows my mind. I think it's too early for her to be at the saloon. Oh, no, she might be here, like, most of the day. Sometimes. No, just Gus. Where is Emily? Yeah, another thing that I find really helpful is, like, one of the mods you should play with is, I think it's just called Schedule Viewer, so you can see where everybody is at any given moment. Are you... Okay, you're not in there, so where are you? Like, especially when you're not, like, super familiar with the game, it's really annoying trying to find where anybody is at, like, any moment. Yeah, let's go pay Harvey a visit. Oh, yeah, we are also going to see what the cost in the bag was. Oh, they're all doing their dance class. That's what it was. Okay, so it's only 2,000. That's not so bad. We can sell some stuff to you now. So, horseradish... Not for a lot, but it's something. What's one with, like, the quickest... Okay, parcels only take 4 days. So that wouldn't be a bad... I think they only sell for, like, 30. So you're only making, like, 10 profit off of each. We could get some of these. Rose on a trellis, though. Because these are good if you plant them early in the season, because you can basically keep growing it with the single planting. You know what? Sure. Let's make it worthwhile. Actually, I think I should still be able to give her the can, even if she's doing the thing here. And that was to Emily, right? Make sure don't go to the wrong person. Yeah, Emily. Oh, you brought me the item I asked for. Thanks so much. Here's a little something for your trouble. And of course, we have to actually manually accept the reward for whatever reason. And now Emily is happy. Breathe in, breathe out. I was all for the all doing completely different exercises each. There was no actual coordination. Yeah, let's talk to Harvey before his place closes. For some reason, this place closes at like 3. Have you met my mother? She's the town's carpenter. But let's intrude on a medical visit. Oh dear, is it an emergency? Why are you here? Now just hold still. Take a deep breath for me. Alright, let's go and get these planted real quick. And anything that grows on a trellis will actually create a block that you cannot move through. You have to be particularly careful with how we actually plant this. Oh. And my ad thing apparently broke. I no longer get to see where my ads are popping up. Why does OBS do this? Actually, maybe I can just, like, refresh that real quick. Hold up. Refresh. There we go. Alright. Actually, I could just do, like, a 1x10 section. Not the worst idea I've ever had. Let's go with... Let's start here. Oh, he plants the trellis immediately. Okay. For some reason I thought it took like a couple days for it to get to that point. I did water these, right? Okay, I did. Sometimes the ground just doesn't look like it's been watered. It kind of annoys me. Let's try to get some more wood set up. Yeah, it's kind of better for just straight up wood count if you fell an entire tree. It's much more efficient when you have better axes, but it's still better than just getting the one-off wood things as well. Yeah, however many hits it takes to knock the tree down, it takes half as many to get rid of the stump. Now, I don't think we can get to these until we upgrade our axe. Yeah, we need to upgrade our axe first for that. Let's take care of some of these stone things as well. Actually, yeah, how much different is the wilderness map compared to the normal map? 'Cause this kind of just looks like the normal map right now. If it's actually just the regular normal map, I actually might just turn monsters off. Yeah, this is just gonna be the regular map. This is literally no different. Oh, actually, hold on. This section isn't normally here. What is this section? I don't think this is normally part of the regular map. But there's also not really that much more space either. I don't know, I have concerns. Oh, we got a piece of coal even. Actually, what else can we craft right now? Not really anything useful. Okay, good to know. We'll just skip that piece then. Do I want to... Yeah, I really don't need a lot of sap. Just toss that down there for now. I do kind of want to build up the next season, maybe make like a big plot of those when I get an opportunity. Let's see how much of this I can get before it gets dark. Not finding as many mixed seeds anymore. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, we'll come back later, I guess. Nambi! Ah! Holy crap, welcome on in, thank you for the raid. Let me do the shouting.
What's a raid? An adorable little pile of cuties. Funny enough talk. Welcome on in.
Welcome on in, Nambi. What do you... So I was kind of lurking in your stream for a little bit earlier, but didn't really get a chance to like hang out a lot. But hopefully you're having a lot of fun with the Schedule 1, which I have no idea what that is. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully you had an amazing stream, and thank you again so much for the raid. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Jevliff. I'm a silly little cat doing silly little things on the silly little internet. Tonight we're doing another episode of our Steam library tour, where I slowly play through at least a little bit of every game in my Steam library. And tonight we happen to land on a game that pretty much everybody on this planet in some way, shape, or form has heard of at some point. We're doing some heckin' Stardew Valley. I was trying to do like some aesthetic mods, like make it with the furry mod pack and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the mods decided to just break all at once, so now we're just a purple person with regular other human people in town. So kind of sad day on that one, but we're still having fun. Yeah, put all these in here. We can just sell the fish. We need to get some money. Oh god, we got those enemies popping up here too. Yeah, I think I might just turn... Was that an option that was in here? Oh, no, I think that was a mod option. Animal sounds, VSync. Yeah, I think that was a mod menu feature, not a game. Okay. So never mind, I guess we're getting stuck with the monsters on the farm because I chose the quote-unquote wrong map. I thought we were going to get like a much bigger map or something, but apparently not. See how much more foraging we can get before we turn in for the night. So I think you have until midnight before you just collapse in like a tired heap. Now, I'm probably going to try to take any of the foraging stuff we get and just try to sell it. Oh, there's another thing up there. I think it's a leak up there. Let's see if there's anything down here first. Oh, there's Sebastian. Oh. You just moved in, right? Cool. It's very nonchalant. And unfortunately, there are actually no mushrooms yet. That is... Yeah, we currently have a horseradish. The mushrooms, I think they usually spawn in summer, I want to say. I don't actually know for sure, though. You know so little of Stardew, random comments all you can offer. You are of a rare breed, then. Because I feel like 90% of people out there have at least played a little bit of this game. You know, at least some of like the, I guess, quote-unquote basics. No, I think it's going to be faster going this way, because of the way the map works out. Unfortunately, the game does pause when you need to open it up, like containers and stuff like that, so we don't have to worry about dying as soon as we try to sell this. It is literally so dark right now. I guess now we'll just head to bed, because I don't want to die. Also, there are certain days where you get a... Okay, I guess it's not showing up here. On some days, you'll have a TV show on here that can actually teach you new recipes to use with your kitchen when you get to eventually get that. Which I'm like on certain days of the week, though. Our foraging level up. Yeah, full cozy games like this where you just grind and have to do things in specific orders and amounts are boring to you, can't pay attention. I can kind of understand that. Part of the thing too is like, especially when you're first starting out in a game like this, it's kind of more of a matter of just kind of like exploring, see what is around the region, what activities there are to do, stuff like that. And I do feel like some farming sims that come out since Stardew Valley have kind of done a better job of giving you more options for things to do. Like another one that's going to be coming up on, I think I mentioned this earlier, another one's going to be coming up on the Steam Library Tour in like a month or so, if I remember actually maybe it was more than that. Let me check my Steam list real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so about a month and a half. Actually, about almost 2 months. We're going to be having at least probably one Steam demo tour. But yeah, in a little while, there'll be another game that, in my opinion, is kind of like almost a full-on improvement on the formula for Stardew Valley. Even if the graphics aren't quite what I wanted from it, but yeah, there's definitely some improvements we'll be seeing in future things. So we have 1 axe proficiency, which I think reduces the energy cost by like 0.1 for every time you swing the axe, which not a big bonus, but it's still a bonus. Also, trees can sometimes drop seeds to make new trees. New crafting recipe, wild seeds. I think if you take like one of every foraging thing you can find in spring, you can get one of these, which gives you like a random crop. Oh no, it gives you a random forageable that you can bring on your farm, stuff like that. And a new crafting recipe, field snack. For a lot of energy, I think it also uses all of the forageables. And then when you get to levels 5 and 10 of any given skill tree, you can choose professions, which gives you a little more of a specialized bonus based on whatever field you choose. Some of them are really good, some of them are just like completely useless, but it kind of is what it is. Also, it's raining day, so we don't need to actually... I forgot about the crows. Dang it. And I cannot craft a scarecrow. Dag nabbit. Yeah, so if I remember reading right, if you have like a certain amount of crops within a given area, then there's a chance for the crows actually like steal them from you. If I only place like maybe like a 3x3 field down, I don't think any of the birds would have been interested. So unfortunately, we did just lose a parsnip, which is heckin' annoying. And so I think probably our best source of money right now is trying to go through and doing a bunch of fishing stuff. Is this one gonna be easy? Buying 1 seaweed at 3 times market value. Please deliver it directly to Jody. I mean, given what we're about to do, I think seaweed is actually not gonna be that hard to get. We'll accept that. Because I think one of the faster ways to get money early game is to just do a bunch of fishing. They can sell for a good amount. Plus, you can actually eat the fish to get more energy, so you're kind of like an endless loot you can get. I think you can sell these to Willy as well. You got a cockle. Got an oyster. Got a clam. Let's see if there's maybe a fishing spot that's down on here before we actually spend energy. Oh, Will's right there because the store is not technically open yet. That's fair. Ahoy there. Nice to see young folk moving into the valley. Not very common these days. Also, apparently I have a hole in my sock now. Makes me sad because this is like one of the pairs that a friend of mine got me a while back. It's a race to see who gets the first fish. I win. And also, if you manage to catch the fish without the bar ever going too far away from the fish, you have a chance of getting a higher quality fish too, which both sells for more and gives you more regeneration. We got a sardine. Actually, I might just get rid of that fiber, because that's not really worth anything. We'll save us an inventory spot. Yeah, I know one of my issues with Stardew Valley, as far as like the way the gameplay loop works, is that at a certain point, farming doesn't really do you any benefit. You get so much less money from that than you do from like mining and adventuring and stuff like that. So the mining stuff becomes pretty useless pretty quickly. Another sardine. Okay, when we sell this, or when we catch this, then we'll go sell stuff to Willy. Yeah, one of the main ways you can improve your fishing bar size is by just getting more levels in fishing. Ooh, got a gold sardine. Heck yeah. And sell stuff. So sell the cockle, oyster, clam, sardine, and sardine. Okay. Green. Okay, increase chance to catch green. You already have that. Nothing else I'm interested in. And you can also rebuy things you saw from them as well in case you sold like the wrong thing, which is a nice feature they added on in I think one of the more recent patches. Finch. Also, you can sometimes get these little loot boxes as well, which give you some miscellaneous items. Sometimes they're actually really damn nice. Sometimes they're just like a single piece of coal or even like a single piece of 5, which does nothing. You got some new ideas to sleep on. Mixed seeds and copper ore. Nice. Yeah, and technically it says when you're in certain weather conditions, you can also potentially catch different kinds of fish as well. So because we're in spring at a certain time of day in rainy conditions, okay, there's let's see if we can get to, or see if we can get to Jody. Let's turn that in real quick. But yeah, like certain weather conditions, time of day, and actually I think it's kind of mostly it. Just weather conditions and time of day can determine what type of fish you can get from various sections of the game. So, how was your first night at the old cottage? It was very old and cottagey. Yeah, usually on rainy days, everybody just kind of stays indoors, so we should be able to find Jody at home. Also, Pierre's General Store is not open on Wednesdays, so you kind of have to deal with that. Okay, and enjoy your seaweed. Hello, Aaron. Is that the seaweed I requested? Thanks so much. Let's see, here's what I owe you. Jody, you got 60 bucks. And Jody's happy. But more importantly, we got 60 bucks. But yeah, I like to do my fishing near Willie's section just because it's so much easier and quicker to sell stuff off when your inventory gets full. Which I'm actually just not realizing. We have so much less space to... Oh well. Like I said, we can get rid of the fiber. We don't need that. I do want to keep the copper ore because we're not going to be able to have access to more like ore of any kind for a little bit. At least not until the mines themselves actually open up. Which I think probably won't be too much longer. It'll be like maybe another couple days or so. Oh, there's a fishing spot over there we can go to. I need to go to the other dock though for that. Also, I think even though we haven't officially like seen our level yet, we actually still get the bonuses applied to being the next level of fishing. So our fishing bar should be a little bigger now. Actually, can we make that from here? Can we do like a full... Nope. You cannot reach. I love how easy some of these fish are. You don't even have to actually like do anything. Got a herring. Let's sell these off real quick. Yeah, we'll see how long we can make use of the little hot fish spot right here. Yeah, when you see the little blue sparkles around the bobber, that's when you know you're actually in the proper area for the thing. I don't think it does anything for like the quality or type of fish you can get, but it makes the fish basically catch on the hook faster. There we go. And you get some random junk like that that doesn't really do anything. You can eventually craft an item that can convert them into theoretically useful items, but only like 1 or 2 of those actually turns into anything useful. The soggy newspaper is absolutely useless. I think you maybe get like maybe a wood out of it. And 1 wood does not do anything in this game. You need so much more of it. More seaweed. I forget how much seaweed sells for. If it's even like worthwhile or not. Come on. Ah, we lost it. Yeah, as soon as you lose the fish once, you lose all the quality ones you could have gotten from it, which is annoying. I'm actually just going to stay over here. If I need to sell stuff because of a full inventory, it's gonna be so much easier and faster if I just do it this way. Yeah. Oh, we can't even sell the seaweed to you. Interesting. We don't really need the seaweed anymore then. I guess we can get some energy from it. So you know what? Sure. Let's nom nom some seaweed. Yeah, because every fishing attempt we do does cost us some energy. I think it's like 9 energy per cast to start with. Something like that. Yeah, good quality. Give me that gold. Well, since we already lost the fish, we have to grab the loot. Now, let's see if loot is anything actually useful. Got a herring. And we got... Okay, geodes are actually kind of nice. We can actually bring them to Clint. Be able to get some, like, theoretically cool stuff off of those. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about the coal. You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside. Usually it's like artifacts and stuff like that you can bring to the museum. You can get eventual rewards for, or you can just sell it for straight up money. Silas, you are 100% confirmed to be a heckin' cutie. That is what my research indicates. Well, I'm gonna boot back. Process geodes. Bonk. First crystals really aren't too valuable, so I actually don't mind just like donating this first one right away. Oh. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. What's this? You found something? Let me see it. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it's yours. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals you can find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, and who knows? If you keep donating, you might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. Where's Stardew Valley supposed to be where's Stardew Valley supposed to be located at? Or located at? It's like its own... It's entirely its own... It's entirely its own little segment of its own unique world. I don't know how much the game actually goes into like the lore of the surrounding regions, honestly. It doesn't really... It usually just stays focused mainly within the valley itself and like maybe 1-2 other sections. Because eventually you get access to the Calico Desert. Yeah, it's basically just its own little place in the game's own little world. There's really no like real world like relations to it. It's just all its unique little in-world area is all it is. This is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. And I see I'm still getting drop frames. Dang nabbit. The raindrops are really loud in the metal roof of our trailer. Yeah, that sounds about right. I actually forget how long Willie's shop is even open. I kind of wish you could look at just the hours on like the sign in front of the door so you can confirm. Rather than just having to wait for it to close to be able to confirm. I think you have it closes at 4 or 5. I forget which one. Also, let's get rid of the soggy newspaper. We're never going to use that. Sell this real quick. Yeah, there are also bodies of water on your farm you can fish from as well. You, like, have a 99% chance of getting some kind of junk on it from there, though it's completely useless. Oh, God. That was a big jump. You get back here, little bugger. Also, I think in the base game, time actually freezes when you're in the middle of the fishing minigame. And for some reason, there's a mod that actually makes the time pass when you're doing that minigame, and I'm just like, why? The game moves too fast as it is normally. Come on, fish. Ow. I see you trying to box me. Okay, so I'm guessing it probably closes at 5 then. With some more stuff. Yeah, we'll do this until he closes his shop, and then we'll fill up our inventory, and then maybe drop off the stuff to sell in a little shipping box. Then maybe try to do a little more cleaning up of the farm before we head to bed. Okay, seaweed. Actually, I guess it does give us energy, which we could kind of use. One of the things I've kind of learned about like farming systems like this is that I'm not a fan of like energy systems. Sea jellies are used for some interesting crafting recipes later on, but they're like far later on. They're not really useful until then. Oh, we're already past 10. Okay. So what will the Ketchup Cafe farm? Pretty much just anything I can get my hands on to be able to start selling stuff like that. Not me, no. How could you? Yeah, I know one of the things I usually focus on is I usually try to have at least one of every crop, so I have at least it kind of documented inside my little in-game achievement thing. And then I also try to have at least one of each of the relevant community center. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we are probably not fit. Oh, God, nope. And this is one of the things I hate about the fishing minigame, is that it is so easy to just lose complete control and lose a fish for, like, stupid reasons. Oh, we got an eel. Those are actually worth a decent bit. Actually, let's get one more. You made chocolate chip shortbread? That actually sounds pretty good right now. Not gonna lie. You made spiral mac and cheese? Is that just like the spiral style noodles? Or is that like something more special than that? Oh, God. Fish, behave. There we go. Ooh, we got a flounder. You know, I will go ahead and consume this. See if we can get another fish going for us. Actually, it's probably because of the time of day changing that's why we get a new fish now. Spiral noodles with powdered packet. Heck yeah. I'm not, like, super big into mac and cheese, but I definitely would not turn it down if offered. Okay, this fish seems reasonable. Probably one of the ones we already caught. Oh, well, so much for the good quality. Alright, now let's go back to the house. Put stuff in the selling bin. I think the seal should sell for, like, over 100 at least. Yeah, one thing I do kind of wish that the game tracker did for the little quest thing to meet everybody. I wish it would let you know which characters you've actually met so far. That's just a maple tree seed. I don't really care for that right now. This playthrough is not going to last long enough for that to become relevant anyway. Because like the game mentioned earlier, it takes an entire season to be able to actually have a tree grow. Oh, you know what? We don't need the mixed seeds. Just give us a little bit more money, too. Yeah, the first goal in Stardew Valley is always to buy the backpack upgrade. It is literally a required item. Rip that parsnip. Rip. Sell. I'm gonna keep the copper for now. Actually, let's focus on trying to get our mining skill up. Cause I think we need to get this leveled up before we can actually get access to the furnace, which is how we actually get some use out of this stuff. Oh, I suppose it is already 8 p.m. Wow, that thing didn't even hit me somehow. You actually don't need to do that much damage. I'm actually less scared of you now. Dang it. Either you do very little damage, or I have more health than I thought I did at the start of a game. Yeah, you're almost harmless. Yeah, there are items that will eventually let you increase your item pickup radius too, which will be nice. I don't know if we're going to get them in this playthrough, though. Okay, there's a stone right there. Oh god, hello. You might do more damage. About the same, I think. How close are we to leveling? How do you get to see, like, what your progress was in a given skill? I guess not. Let's see how many more stones we can mine before we head in for the night. Okay, now they're actually starting to become overwhelming. It's bedtime. Oh, we got some more geodes. That's actually kind of nice. We can turn those in the next day. We'll probably sell those rather than give them to the museum. Because again, we need... I completely skipped over what we got for bonuses. Dang it. Also, do we have the, No, we don't have the recipe thing yet. Do we have a new quest? Archaeology. Oh, right. Oh, I didn't realize that was the quest. Heck yeah. Hi there. Good morning. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. That's a big-ass blueprint. Learned how to craft a furnace. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay. I'm heading home. Take it easy. Okay, so what is our quest from you, then? Oh, we just have to craft a furnace. That should be nice and simple. Oh, no, we need to pick up stone first. I think we need 20 to build a furnace. Oh, we need copper ore, too? Oh, that actually sucks. Yeah, we don't have access to the thing yet. Oh, wow, those grew quickly. Yeah, I think these should be fully grown by tomorrow. Assuming they don't get eaten again. Actually, how many mixed veggies do I have at this point? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wasted energy. I don't think these would sell enough to make... You see, I am playing Thanos after he did the snap. I mean, technically, wouldn't this be before the snap? Like, before he went on the entire rampage? I think it was a farmer in his lore before the events of Avengers. If I remember right. So yeah, we're actually pre-Marvel timeline. Welcome in, Gecko. How you doing tonight? I would laugh if picking up that random daffodil was enough to give us the money we need. What's today's quest? Ooh, that's a lot of money. Oh, I can't grow potatoes. Dang it. What can I do in the meantime? I always forget if Clint opens at 8 or 9. Oh, I think the museum opens at 8. Clint opens at 9 for whatever reason. Yeah, we gotta wait for 9. Can we just buy a potato from, like, Joja Mart? I don't know if the game works that way, but I want to check. Or do you open later? Okay, you open... Everything opens at 9. You also return back to farming after the snap? It's been so long since I've seen the movie, I already kind of forget, like, how a lot of the details of the story work. But that does kind of make sense. Noticing a mild headache? That's always fun to deal with. Yeah, the kind of the sucky thing is that sometimes headaches, like, sometimes you can just take an Advil for it and you'll be perfectly fine after, like, 10 minutes. Sometimes you can take an Advil, like, 2 Advil even, and just, like, nothing ever happens. Get some seeds. Also, yeah, technically everything is, like, 10% cheaper at the Joja Mart. But, yeah, it's not really worth enough to, at least for the lore sense, make you want to actually buy from them. Okay, he still doesn't like us. There's Maru. I've been spending a lot of time with my telescope this summer. Yeah, she is very much science nerd. She's kind of cool for that. Yeah, I think they do. This shop does eventually start selling stuff that you've sold them at a certain point. But since we haven't sold them any potatoes yet, we're not going to be able to buy any potatoes, which is unfortunate. We could get a recipe, but no. First, let's sell the carrots. Okay, we still need more. Let's try to go on a foraging spree. We can find, like... Okay, here's another one. I think we get, like, maybe 2 more things. We should have enough for the backpack. But just in case we get more wild seeds. Sadness. Oh, actually, no, we could also do the geodes. It does cost money to process each one, but usually we make a profit out of it if we just sell the stuff immediately. The air's starting to warm up. I'm feeling pumped. Oh, hello. Okay, more carrot seeds. Only 2, but I'll also take it. Okay, now Clint should be open, so we can do the stuff here and then sell it right back. This is geodes. Okay, we want to keep the copper. Yeah, we're keeping the copper, I guess. How much did we get for this? Not as much as I was hoping for. Okay, we literally made a 10 gold profit out of all that. Dagnabbit. Yeah, let's try to get more foraging. Again, I don't want to sell the copper because I need that for the furnace. Well, we are kind of running out of inventory space now, too, which is part of the other problem. Oh, yeah, another one of these. Unfortunately, since it's a different level, or quality of level, it takes up another separate slot. Honestly, we don't really need the fiber. Okay, we could probably meet Demetrius. There we go, there he is. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. I don't think we've technically said hi to her yet. Anybody have one in town yet? That sounds exhausting. I mean, it's kinda not that many people, technically. Another one of these. More carrot seeds, cool. Any harvestables? Not there. Yeah, at some point soon, this path should open up and we can actually go to the mining area. You want something from me? No, I just want to say hi. Okay, I'm not seeing any other harvestables. Yeah, I think we should have enough, especially with the silver trade item. There might still be another one we can pick up on the way from here. if we get lucky. We do not appear to be getting lucky. Oh, hi. I wonder if I can get Pierre to cook dinner tonight. I don't know, he doesn't look like the type of person who would be a very good cook to me. I'm happy to buy any produce off of you. I'll give you a fair price, of course. Alright, sell, and you bastard. How much do we sell the carrots for? Oh, because we left the screen already. You know what? Actually, we can just sell 2 of these. We'll have enough money for the backpack. Heck yeah. Now we're broke, but we have space. Oh, there's a... Hell yeah, that's his name. Ah, the new farm we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Say hi to Lewis while we're here. The saloon can get pretty lively at night. Sometimes we even put a coin in the jukebox. Alright, so we can go plant our carrots at least. What else do I want to do with the time we have? We could try to meet the last couple people left to meet in the town. Let's go and get these planted in here. Yeah, sometimes the little spots with like the little wiggly worms or whatever you want to call them, sometimes they do appear on the farm as well, so you do want to keep your eye out for them. If we cut down all that, actually, you know what? We'll cut down the grass later. Because having the grass be in the way does prevent those from being able to pop up. Could also try to get more foraging here, too. We've already met Marnie, we've already met Jas, we've already met Shane. I guess while we're in the area. Yeah, honestly, fiber is something you, like, almost never run out of. Unless you're going for, like, a very specific build of some kind. Can we meet the person here? Because sometimes they're outside doing, like, a little sculpture or something. Apparently not now. Yeah, only Leah's friends can enter uninvited. It is so hard to meet certain townspeople. Which is annoying. Oh, never mind, she's right there. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Such a simple introduction. Yeah, she's basically the artist of the town. And she makes a sculpture in your name that looks like a thing. I think she's kind of meant to be like an abstract artist of some kind. I still can't get in here yet. I think that's locked by story. And yeah, one thing I do miss from the Stardew Valley expanded version is that there's an entire other section down here with a whole bunch more foraging you can do. If you want to spend the time going through all of it. Instead of just this little, like, unfinished bridge that's blocked off, like, permanently. The only time this opens is for, like, very specific events throughout the year. Also, there'll eventually be a store here where you can buy hats. And the shopkeeper is just so freaking heckin' cute. I guess I could catch fish while I'm out here, too. Yeah, there is one spot we can check for foraging. Right here. A lot of foraging we can get here. If I can go. Another piece here. Okay, so this is part of the base game. Only a master of the 5 ways can enter. Yeah, basically once you max out all of your skill levels, you get extra bonuses from going in there and fulfilling even more like obscure requirements. Yeah, I think it's all the harvesting we're gonna be able to get from this place. Yeah, maybe we should actually spend some energy kind of more clearing out our farm again. Especially if we get some more level ups going on. I'm not gonna worry about like the deep down section here. Don't worry about the area we can like immediately build upon. We do still need more copper ore, but I think we're not going to get any more of that for a while. Now to get rid of this. I'm going to wait until this tree like fully grows so we get the full value out of it. These we can just like cut away and we'll be fine. Because the trees kind of randomly grow on their own anyway. You really don't need seeds for them. Something bad about ketchup. For as delicious as it is, at least the base version of it is definitely not the most healthy for you. Especially if you eat at the quantities that I eat it at. I remember like about... I think 6 or so years ago, I actually did like a little bit of like a calorie evaluation thing for how much I was eating on like a regular basis. I was literally getting about 1,000 calories a day just from ketchup. But more bet. Nabi, why would you do this to me? Okay, so one thing I can say that at least kind of more annoyance to me than anything else, but they do have some kind of at least healthier version. Nambe! Ah! You know what? Okay, you know what? I'm going to not give you credit for that third one. I'm just going to ignore that one. I'm going to do my second one. I'm just going to ignore that one. Nambi? You are this tree right now. I hope you have learned your lesson. Into the water, never to be seen again. But yeah, like I said, one legitimate thing that I do kind of wish would be a better option for people trying to look into more healthier options, stuff like that, because they do have a no sugar added version of ketchup. They have a reduced sodium version of ketchup. They don't have one that does both at the same time. So I know one of the things I was advised to do when I was doing my kind of health check thing a while back was to both basically lower my sugar intake and lower my sodium intake. And there's no way to do like both those at the same time with ketchup. So I wish that was an option I could do. So that is actually kind of a legit thing I will give as an answer for that one. And then of course you try to go for like the organic version of ketchup. It's literally no different than regular ketchup. It's the same flavor, it's the same ingredients. It's literally, the organic is a scam. Just straight up. What can I deposit in here? Deposit this. We have 6 mixed seeds. I'm not quite ready to use that yet. And we'll sell the foraging we found. Alright, then we'll head to bed for the night. We already checked the TV, right? Yeah, there's no cooking show. That's not as much as I was expecting from that, honestly. Kind of sad. We should be able to get our parsnips now, though. I think. Or did we technically start on day 2? Okay, no food place. Or no food show, rather. Hey, we got our cat. Hello, Aaron. You see this cat here? I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Abso-heckin-lutely. Will I adopt this cat? Abso-heckin-lutely. Only one name can ever be given to a cat on this stream. And that is Eddie. Well, little Eddie, you be a good kitty now, okay? And yeah, the little water bowl up there, that is for whatever pet you choose for your playthrough. And since it already rained, it's already pre-filled, which is nice. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon, Willie. Oh, more. To our valued JoJo Mart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal, pursuant to Initiative L61091 JoJo Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Shut your face. Alright, do all the things. We got a quest done as well. Our farming leveled up. Let's get this turned in. We started, we get some money. Advancement, reach farming level 1. Okay, so we get the scarecrow recipe from that. Got it. Then we have to try to build a coop to get farm animals, stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like the farm animals really aren't all that kind of viable for like getting money or stuff like that. It's kind of more just like a completion aspect of the game is the way I've kind of always interpreted it. Oh, let me do that. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get these sold and try to get some more seeds of some kind. Yeah, we'll eventually have some kind of better residual money from the green beans. But for now, we have to get more. Now, I'll probably try to get like a different kind of seed too. Okay, no special quest for today. Lewis's birthday is on the 7th, but I have no idea what he likes, and honestly not really that interested in learning, to be honest. What can I do in the meantime other than, like, just garbage dive? He'll be opening up in a little over an hour. I was kind of wondering if maybe we could check out the, like, what it takes to build a coop, but then we also need to have the money to buy the chicken as well. So that's not gonna be, like, an instantaneous thing we can really do. Oh, yeah, they do have the thing over here opened up. Okay, so we'll sell our parsnips, probably go back and then plant our new seeds. Then we'll go into the mines and see how much we can get in there. Yeah, because in this game, the mines become pretty quickly, like, the biggest thing you can do to get, like, advancement and money and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit overweight in that regard as far as I'm concerned. Let's go talk to Shane, see if he doesn't hate us anymore. Don't you have work to do? Don't you have your face to do? But I imagine that will require a lot of flexibility, to be fair. Oh, right, you can do this thing now. Ah, hello there. I was just loading some more prizes into this machine here. It's a new program I've come up with to help promote a spirit of goodwill among the townsfolk, you included. It's pretty simple. Sometimes when you help others out in town, you'll receive a prize ticket. You can turn them in for rewards. There's some special stuff in here. Yeah, we don't get to any of the actual special stuff for a while, though, as part of the problem. My only worry is that people will just go after the tickets rather than cultivating a true compassion for their fellow man. You know what? I don't normally get a chance to do the kind of like the jerk answer, so I'm going to take the opportunity. Yep, I'm in it for the prizes. I see. Well, that's not what I hoped to hear, but I appreciate the honesty. At any rate, keep checking the Help Wanted board in town. That's a good way to get your hands on more tickets. Good luck out there. I don't know if that means he hates us yet. Where is... Oh, the leadership's over here. Lewis... Okay, he's not the lowest ranking, so we still have at least some level of goodwill toward him. Yeah, because I believe that list is sorted by, like, highest relationship points to lowest. So since he's not on the bottom, that means we haven't lost too many with him yet. Alright, so okay, so that does take a while, but it's also a good yield. No, we can actually get extra potatoes for each possible spot, so let's actually go with these. So we'll do, yeah, we can do 15. That we can use the same space we had from before. I do kind of wish there was a run button like built into the base game. I know there are some mods that do that, but some of them also include like having a stamina cost for running, which just no. There's already too much energy expenditure in this game as it is. Oh, come on in, fighter. How you doing tonight? We're about to grow some patates. And then work and then slave away in the mines. We do have a good amount of energy left, actually, which is kind of nice. But yeah, specifically, we need to get some copper ore so we can actually make some, make a furnace to make use of the ore. We'll grab a forge or two on the way for some energy. Playing one of your favorite games? Yeah, this is definitely just one of the greatest games of all time, period. Although, it is kind of easy to kind of overplay this game to a certain degree. And I do feel like some other farming sims that came after this game have kind of figured out some of the formula a little bit better. Because I know one of my kind of issues with the Stardew Valley is that relatively early on, like the mining becomes like the most important part of the game for like the bulk of the game afterward. But like the farm itself doesn't even become super viable. It's fun to watch even if you don't like playing. Yeah, there are a few games I'm kind of the same way about. Where it's always nice to watch people play it, but just not really do anything with it myself. Alright, I think we actually got a weapon for you. I was just peering down to this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there. But a dark place, undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. Stab rod. You received a rusty sword. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Also, again, I really should learn to actually put some of the stuff away that I'm not going to be using in a place like this. Okay, we'll actually actually, no, we'll keep... Actually, that's a lot of energy for the leaks. Good lord. Or Spanish doesn't really do a lot. Yeah, you're on year 2, follow a couple months of your evaluation. Just completed the recreation center. Have a few things to do to pass the test. You stopped playing for a year. Didn't want the experience to end. Yeah. Yeah. Are you much of a mod player by any chance? I know like one of the mods that adds like a whole bunch more content to the game called Stardew Valley Expanded. I think that game literally has new content that pops up or like new characters and such at like in-game year 7. So if you need a version of this game with even more stuff to do, definitely get the Stardew Valley Expanded mod. Die already. I did not mean to swap to that. That is one of the problems with having like well, I guess shoulder-esque buttons. That it's easy to accidentally swap something you don't want to swap to. Actually, I think that's how I did before. I did more like this. Yeah. Just a base game. Yeah, like I said, if you want more of an experience out of this, definitely get Stardew Valley Expanded. It is definitely worth it. There is so much they add to the game and the experience. Get him. Get that up. And yeah, in order to find your way down to the next level, you basically have a percentage chance with each of these blocks that you break to find the stairs down to the next area. And the formula is, I think, just as simple as 1 divided by the amount of blocks left on the floor. So if there's like 10 blocks left, you have a 1 in 10 chance. If there's 1 block left, you have a 1 in 1 chance. Usually you find it well before then, but I have had floors where literally the very last one I find. Also, enemies can have a small chance of just creating a staircase as well. Yeah, there are so many different mods for this game as well. So I wasn't able to make it work for this stream tonight, but there is actually a furry mod that both turns all the base game characters furry, and a mod that makes all the Stardew expanded characters furry as well, including all, like every NPC and even in like the intro. Like the only person who has not been made into a furry yet by any mod has been Grandpa. For whatever reason, he's just completely static. And then the fact that's actually why we're purple. We did start off with a furry farmer mod at the start of the stream. But then in my attempts to make the other furry mods work, we kind of just broke this one as well, so now I'm just a random purple person, which is unfortunate. I don't remember this sword sucking this much. Okay, now we can get some proper ore. At least one plus side is that the weapons do not cost any energy to use. You can just whack away to your heart's desires. There's also Furdu, which turns vanilla characters into furry streamers. I'll admit, I'm not so big in the idea of turning the characters in this game to like specific actual people. Something about that just doesn't feel right to me. I kind of rather them just be like completely unique characters to the game itself, or just like reskins of existing characters. Dang it. Break, you bastard. Oh, we got a cherry bomb. I think we can use that to break open the path to the dwarf, too. Oh, it looks like we got the ad starting up momentarily. I'll finish like killing all these slimes here, then we'll probably go take our bio break real quick. This is about that time of the night. Come on. Alright, so we'll pause the game. I guess there is still some music and some effect in the background, but yeah, we'll take a quick bio break, run a few minutes of ads in the meantime, just get them out of the way. And when we get back, we will continue our journeys into the mines. In the meantime, a burb. And we are back. It's kind of eerie listening to the Wind Cave music, and I look dead incapacitated. You know what? Fair. I was merely possessed by the nap demon. Let's call it that. Oh wow, everybody's already full already. Hi back, I'm Nambi. Why? Why must you do this? I think it's gonna be all the... There's like so many ladders, good lord. Okay, so yeah, every 5 levels you get access to basically a little checkpoint, or checkpoint. You can come back down from the very top, pretty much whenever. That I can do. Can we play Aria of Sorrows today? I still... And I never actually had a chance to check. I don't know if I actually even own the copy of that game or not. I think I do still have the copies of the Castlevania games from, like, when I played them on the DS and Advanced, stuff like that. But I don't remember which ones they are still. Backpack shirt? That's a new one. A plain shirt with a canvas backpack. For me, these just take up space. I really don't like changing my gear very much. We'll just sell that. Is there any actual copper ore down here? There is none, so I guess we just move down. Well, there's a copper. Yeah, have ourselves a quick leak. I mean, technically I already did that, but... Actually, do I want to use the cherry bomb there, or do I want to open up the dwarf? I don't think we really... No, we got the energy, we got the leaks and stuff to refill things. This is fine. Okay, one more down here to get. Oh, now we know where the ladder, or the stairs are. They look like ladders, but I think they're technically called stairs for whatever reason. Deeper in the mine, reach level 40 is our next quest. This is a big area. Nope, didn't even do that. Yeah, unfortunately, controller can be a little bit wonky with this game. Well, part of that may also be because I'm using the directional stick rather than just the D-pad. So it's kind of giving like little nuance of like weird directions sometimes. Take that. Yeah, crit on the very last attack, which didn't actually do anything. I'm pretty sure it would have been dead regardless. Okay, you do still take damage. Just as long as you're not, like, sitting down. In fact, you don't even need to use the pickaxe. That's good to know. Get him. Got him. Okay, a lot of enemies. A lot of bug meat. Just like, ooh, heck yeah. Got an amethyst. Ooh, that's more stuff I want to pick up. Actually, I guess I could just have a leak to get some space that way. I'm not worried about the retaining fluid here. It just makes it so Grappling has a chance of retaining water overnight, which is really not that useful. Okay, it seems like that should be everything except for taking these guys out. Yeah, you can use the bug meat to actually make a whole bunch more bait for fishing. Ooh, we got our first chest. Leather boots. Okay, so for this, we're going to go ahead and just drop this off to the side so we can equip our boots. We get 1 defense and 1 immunity from random status effects. And yeah, now it seems like a good time to kind of start heading back. And let's use the... Oh, we have 2 cherry bombs now. Use that to blow that open. Now we get to meet a creature that we don't know how to communicate with. Usual, I like to turn a lap on meal, hatohimo. Okay, we can't converse with him anymore. Once we learn how to speak his language, then we can actually use him as like a shop. But in the meantime, that's kind of all we get. Yeah, a good number of the stuff we have are something to like bring to the museum for artifact donation. I kind of want to just sell it for money instead, but yeah, 'cause I really don't know how much valuable stuff you actually get from filling the museum, as far as like practical bonuses. Although I know the scrolls don't really sell for like almost any money, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell some of these, actually. We only have 6 bug meat? Oh, we'd have a lot more than that. Sell. Yeah, we can sell that. Doesn't really give us a lot as it is. Sell that. Redeposit all of these. I go with something no more monsters. Oh, we don't want to quite donate RP that here. Cat. Good cat. Level of farming. Now we can make a scarecrow finally. And we can make fertilizer, but eh. And we can make a charcoal kiln, which really isn't all that useful. I think it takes like 1 wood and turns into 1 coal, but it takes like several in-game hours. It's not worth it. Now we can actually make cherry bombs. I think they require like 1 coal and 1 copper ore to make. Yeah, 500 gold. Let's heck and go. Alright, do we have the food thing yet? No food thing. I see you've been exploring the old mine. You got the adventurous spirit, that much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurers guild. Dude, I already did that like twice last night. Gotta keep up with the times, buddy. Alright, first off, I know I need fiber at least for the scarecrow. Get that. Do also need coal and wood. Okay. All right, made that. Let's deposit our materials. So the scarecrow generally works in like an 8x8 radius, although it's not a straight 8x8. It kind of works as like a little, like a curved square basically. But some sections kind of apply like around here, not actually getting counted. Right now it says 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should still be able to count for everything. So yeah, so now all of our crops are protected by the scarecrow against the crows. And then, okay, that's just slimes. Now we need to water everything. Also, yeah, we should be able to make the furnace now too. Just have to get the copper back for that. It's still going to take a while to be able to actually afford a tool upgrade, because I think those are also like 5,000 gold per tool. And you basically lose access to them for an entire day as well. So especially with like the watering can, you have to be very careful with when you get your thing ready. You have to wait for a day ahead that's going to be rainy. Yeah, your crops don't necessarily die with only like 1 day of not being watered, but they definitely do get damaged. So do this. What else do I need? I also need stone. Here we go. This. Then I also need coal to actually start it. Maybe I should actually make a second one. Hey, you only do like 1 piece of ore at a time. Cat. Oh, random coal. Nice. Okay, so put these back in. We can go ahead and open up the geos while we're near the oh, that was quick. I forgot how quick that was. And do that again. Oh, it needs 5 ores. Never mind. Well, I don't know why I thought it was only 1 ore per. But we do have some ingots now, which we can actually just put those in there too. You're at the point where 80% of your farmers auto-water by iridium sprinklers. There is an upgrade that I think you get from a later point in the game, from one of the not from the original base game, for one of the extra content they added on down the road. We can add on, it's like some kind of like sprinkler cap, whatever, which actually increases the range by one of the sprinklers, which is really nice. So it becomes basically a 25 by 25 instead of a, wait, no, it'd be, no, it would be 25 by 25 before. It becomes a 36 by 36 after that. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Or what's left of it, anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town. Always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. But listen to me. I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me just get attached to relics of the past. Ah, well. So I will say my very first playthrough of this, when I first played, I married Harvey. Because he was one I kind of like vibed with and kind of like related with the most. Mainly because he wasn't like one of like the young adult characters who's like obviously like kind of like too early to really have any like real experiences built up. I like that Harvey actually had like a past and some stuff kind of going on with his life and like even some limitations of his own, like not being able to become a pilot because of his vision issues. Harvey was just so much more of a relatable character than anybody else for me. Although when it comes down to the female characters though, definitely Abigail. I love her adventurous spirit. Her desire to just kind of go out and just do what she wants. But yeah, those would be pretty much my top two between both the genders. If anyone else buys a JoJo Co membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Let's go inside. Nerd. Reply. Cutie. Harvey's the one who runs the I don't know if you can really call it a hospital per se, but it's basically like the doctor's office. The guy with the glasses and the mustache. Well, the mustache that's not Lewis. Let's go inside. I do dare. And I do it with reckless abandon. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Hello, apple thing. What? What's the matter? Are you ill? Or Jumino. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. There it is again. Friend, come back. I want to pet. You're worrying me, Aaron. So the fact that I'm purple is not worrying you, but me seeing things is worrying you. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent all of a sudden. It wasn't earlier. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. I guess while we're here, we can take a quick look at everything so I can kind of show some of it off for those who may not be familiar with it. So this is where kind of like the first big section of the game comes in, where you have to basically kind of like refill these rooms with the various items, which we need to talk to the wizard before we can actually find out what they mean. Yeah, you basically find out what materials you need, you just deposit them in there, and when you complete a package, you get various sets of rewards, and you actually get to rebuild the community center. And I do love how there's actually like a remix version that you can choose from at the start of the game if you want a little bit of a different experience. It's always nice to have different options. Yeah, by far, I vibe with Harvey the most in this game as a partner. Sometimes I wonder how I ended up in this town. Now, we don't need to shop yet. We need to process. Thankfully, we got plenty of money. Gay, homosexual, gay. Wow, we got like almost nothing of value from that. I mean, the coal is nice, but that's... I don't even know if that's worth 25 gold, honestly. Harvey, can I do anything for you? Take care. Feel like Harvey's a bottom? Yeah, you're probably right on that one. Yeah, there are so many slots. Thankfully you can rearrange the museum items once they're placed down. But yeah, if you're trying to make like things make sense, it's really hard. There's like there's a varying combination of quantities of items for each category. Oh, there's Sebastian again. What? I didn't hear you. I'm busy thinking about something. I mean, I don't know about Twink per se. I don't think he's necessarily like that thin. I mean, him being a bottom, yeah, I'm definitely open to that perspective on him. But I don't quite know about Twink level. I kind of imagine him being like only slightly like dad bod, but without the actual like attractiveness portion of it for people. It's probably the best. I'd probably be able to best describe it. You imagine him getting slingshot chair pegged like in the movie Bruno. I don't know if I've actually seen Bruno, so I actually don't know what the scene you're referring to. Wait. Oh, right. Stardew Valley Expanded had an entire section to the north. Proven adventurers only. Okay, so I gotta kill slimes first. Yeah, I've been playing with the expanded mod for so long. I'm used to the adventurers place being in a completely separate region. Let's see how far down we can get from here. So I know at some point there does get to be some some dark areas that we really can't progress through. Eat him. Yeah, also combat is very simplistic in this game, which is both kind of a good and bad thing, honestly. I kind of like the simplicity because it's not really a game that's supposed to be focused on combat, but at the same time, it would be nice to have a little something to put like some level of thought into, other than just like trap the enemy in a corner and then mash. Uh-oh. We're gonna have flying things, which I think are bats at this stage. Oh, the little bug things, okay. I forgot those existed. Hey, I leveled up. Hey, we got stairs now. Look at me juggling. How many of you are there gonna be? Good lord. Oh my god. Okay, I actually need to advance. I will do that. That would have been a moment of safety. I'm not stinky, you stinky. That's yourself that you're smelling there. You also can use the pickaxe on those little torches down them, pick them up as items for later on, but I've really never felt the need to use those. They're also not exactly cheap to craft either, at least not in the early game. Eventually you do get like more coal than you know what to do with, but at this point, yeah, you don't want to be spending it on that stuff. Also, speaking of coal, on these little minecarts, you can actually get a free stack of coal, which is second nice. Oh no, I've been slowed. Okay, not still anymore. There we go. Get a bunch of that. Oh, here you are again. You're a nose blind to your own smell? Yeah, you can tell yourself that. You also have chocolate chip shortbread, which smells overpowering your room. That sounds like a good problem to have as far as I'm concerned. Oh my god, please. You got a chewing stick. That's a relic, I think. Yeah, you did comment on that earlier, yeah. I don't see any ladders currently. Actually, we do still have a cherry bomb. Let's place it right here. Hell yeah. I'm assuming we should be done with the slimes already pretty soon. We've already seen quite a bit of them. And of course, that's where the ladder would appear. Right when I don't want it to appear. Hey, we did it. Anything cool in here? Doesn't look like it. We'll just leave now so we can get the Adventurer Guild stuff started. Not gonna, I actually kind of like the Adventurers Guild being so much closer to the mine entrance. Gil, wake up. We have a visitor. Okay, so all of our kills do count from ahead of time as well. That's good to know. That's a little bit more damage, at least. Ooh, that's even more and more damage. And we can afford it. Iron Dirk. I'm not really a fan of the daggers. Various rings, which don't really do a lot. Okay, so we'll sell this. We'll sell these. And we will buy the femur. Which I guess is probably not going to be as fast. Well, it is a +2 speed weapon. Okay, so it is a slower attack weapon, but you know what? Heck, it does a lot more damage. Come back when you got something to show me, kid. Alright, let us resume our journeys into the dark. Oh god, the knockback. That is some insane knockback. I actually don't know if I've ever actually used the club proper before. Now I'm actually looking at the way this is operating. Oh my god, those things actually hurt too. Random shirt. Is there everything I can heal myself with? I have nothing to heal myself with. This could be dangerous. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to be careful with like the next handful of floors. Another earth crystal. Yeah, especially if I see any of those like little sand pit areas. Those I need to avoid the most. That's some good crit damage too. Oh god. Heck yeah. Well, if we did die, we actually wouldn't lose all that much money, because I think we'd lose like 10% of our on-hand cash, which is only like 37 gold right now. That is really not so bad. Okay, try to... There we go. Hey, yeah. Ooh, hello. Gimme. We already have stairs down there, so we don't need breaking up random rocks. More carrot seeds. Heck yeah. Nothing fancy up here. Oh, we have to go through here. Oh, we got a copper out of it, at least. Oh, my inventory's full. That's why I couldn't get that. Yeah, we don't need the shirt. Pick that up. There we go. I'm assuming we'll be safe enough to make it back home with the monsters. Okay, you got on top of that rock. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, there's that. I'm seeing my health bar just like shaking and wiggling and red, and I'm very concerned. You know, I have no real reason to be. Never mind, I have reason. Oh my god. Yeet. More coal. Yes, heck yeah. One of these. I do still want to try to get to floor... There we go. Try to get to floor 20 before we leave for the night. Oh god, it's one of these long sections. Okay, I'm just going to focus on trying to find the stairs and get out of here. Even if I don't get any, like, quote-unquote good resources. I kind of wish you'd actually use the bug meat for, like, immediate energy gain. We're probably going to need it soon. Ah, there we go. We made it. 4 to 8 damage, plus 2 speed. I literally just spent money on this. But sure. We can sell something we don't really... Honestly, the bug meat doesn't really... Actually, the sap... Actually, sap is kind of hard to get once you get down all the trees. So we'll actually get rid of the bug meat, because those are actually fairly easy to get. Let's head back up. I think the guild is open until 12 now, right? Or is it just still 10 o'clock in the base game? Perfect. We can sell some stuff. So sell the femur for a very small amount. Slime, okay. We should be able to at least make some good copper bars at this point. I wonder if I should actually maybe put the furnaces inside the house for the sake of safety now. Okay, so it's not 12 that we pass out at. I don't know what time it is. But usually the clock will turn red when it's like an hour before you are at risk. Yeah, I think I actually might try to put the furnaces inside instead. 2 o'clock? Gotcha. So we still got a decent amount of time. Zombie, why? It's okay. I still got like 50 other bottles I can use instead. Cat. No, do not eat the sap. Pet the cat. Oh wait, I already pet the cat. That's why I can't do it again. Yeah, we'll put these right here. Then where's the copper? There it is. So it's like half an hour to get those. Actually, can I make? I might be able to make more. Not with 20 copper I could, but I wouldn't be able to get many more ingots. Are you sure it's 2 o'clock? Because it's giving me the red time now, and I thought that's like the 1 hour warning. In this case, I do want to make sure I actually do properly wake up with enough with a full night's sleep so I can get my full energy back. I think by passing out, you actually only get like half of it back. 2 in the base game? Okay. They give you a lot of well, I suppose the time does technically go by faster. Okay, in the base game, does time progress at different speeds in different sections? Because I feel like this time is going a lot slower than it was when I was outside. Oh, it actually does. I actually never noticed that before. Okay. So I always think back to like the original Harvest Moon game when time just like stood completely still when you were inside buildings. I kind of miss part of that, but I also kind of understand that time should be passing when you're indoors, stuff like that. In the case of vanilla, it definitely goes a tiny bit slower. Okay. Yeah, I've never really, like, noticed the difference until literally just now. Now, we'll just go to bed now. I think we're out of copper to put in anyway. We got 5 more hit points. We can make a sturdy ring, and we can make a bug steak. Okay, that actually would have been really nice the night before, so we could regain some energy and health. Yay, it's raining. The Queen of Sauce, that's the show name. So here's where you can actually learn how to cook various things. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish? Stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. Learn how to cook stir fry. Also pet the cat. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. Robin here. I know there's a lot of stone scattered about your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Just swing by my shop with 75 stone and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. I have literally never had a good use for the well. There's just no reason. There's plenty of water sources naturally. I mean, I guess it depends on what farms that you use, but still. I got some more carrots there. We can immediately plant some more. And then we don't really need the money right away, so we'll just like drop what we can in here. Sell the algae. We can donate that. We can sell that. I probably should start donating stuff too. Yeah, let's put everything else. Actually, we might have enough seeds now I can justify. Yeah, we'll make some of that now. So let's go ahead and get another 3x3. Or I guess a 3x3 because this is our first one, but still. There we go. And then otherwise, let's see what we can deposit. I should probably point that to the museum too. So museum. So we got 3 museum items. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I'll just put the daffodil inside the shipping box. Okay, we have already done these. We can sell these too then. Alright. Let's go pay Rasmodius a visit. Yeah, I kind of want to go try and upgrade a tool, but we don't have the money for it at this point. Like, I think upgrading the first tool is like 5,000 per tool, which is a bit of a hefty fine. Oh, yeah, another chewing stick. Horseradish is nice. Oh yeah, it's Sunday, so the trader's in town. We probably can't afford anything, but we could get a tiger trap. Eh. Blueberry seeds, that's in summer. Diviner table. Yeah, none of this is. Yeah, I still don't know to this day what causes that. It happens from time to time, and I think maybe I just have to reboot my modem because I haven't really done that in a while. Although I really don't think I should have to keep rebooting my modem for that. It could just be just my internet service provider just being like a butt like always. That is also definitely a possibility. But yeah, unfortunately, it is not just you. And I wish I had an actual solution for that, but I just don't. All I know is that rebooting the computer itself does not help, because I still get these issues. Ah, come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Now, I was gonna make a playful thing of, wow, how did you guess? But honestly, I feel like any of the big ISPs, no matter what they are, they're probably all bad in their own way. But yeah, in this case, it is in fact Comcast. Master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred. You get the point. You, Aaron, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! The Jumino. Jumino or Junimo? I always forget which one it is. You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language. Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. I want to learn how to do that. You can just teleport back into your own house? I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Aha! Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel-topped toadstool. Can you smell it? Can you smell what the Rasmodius is cooking? You love how bro was literally... Yeah, exactly. Just so conveniently. Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. I mean, I would say at least offer me a drink first, but that's literally what he's doing right now, so I can't really fault him for that. Oh, I actually gained energy out of that. Nice. That's the fartest. Okay, now I'm having a bad trip. Trees. Trees everywhere. They're coming for me. Ah. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Also, now we can probably say hi to Rasmodius. I sometimes observe the local villagers in secret. I'm hoping to find an apprentice. Someday I will leave this mortal plane, but my arcane pursuits must continue. Yeah, one of the cool things about the Stardew Valley Expanded mod is that not only does Rasmodius actually become more of an actual like, meaningful character to the storyline, stuff like that, he also becomes dateable. They actually do quite a bit with Rasmodius, which I definitely approve of. Not sure why he doesn't take Krobus as an apprentice. I mean, I feel like he's trying to be like a neutral arbiter between the shadow people and the dwarves. At least based on the couple of cutscenes we have between those two. Maybe that's part of why he's trying to like maintain neutrality. Actually, let's get some more wood set up. We have already been using a decent bit of it. I do actually still need to turn in stuff to the museum, but we still got time for that. I think that doesn't close until like 5 or 6, something like that. We'll do like one more tree, and then maybe we'll head back to the mine as well. I don't want to spend all my energy on this. Alright, so now we can deposit all this stuff. I'll still keep the tree seeds. I think we can make them into like the field snacks or something like that. Yeah, everything else we can do. We haven't turned the course in yet, right? Yeah, gotta go to the museum for that. One of your favorite games was Harvest Moon 64? I remember trying to play Harvest Moon 64. I just couldn't get into it for some reason. I don't even... Actually, no, I do know why. I'd gotten so used to the fact that time never passed in buildings in the original Harvest Moon, and I used that ability so much that when I realized time still passed inside buildings in Harvest Moon 64, I was just like, there's too much stuff going on at once. Oh, that is an easy way to get a ticket. Hell yeah. I'll give you 25 pieces of wood immediately. Also could take Leo. Bro can speak to birds and also saw forest magic. I mean, I feel like Leo is just way too young for something like that. Which, I mean, you can also make the argument that because he's so young, he's more easily teachable for things like that, but... Yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like he has the right personality type for it. Maybe one way to phrase it. Actually, I might need to sell one of the chewing sticks right now, because I don't think we can actually sell that to anybody otherwise. So sell one of these. Everything else we can donate. I mean, how is he going to know it's raining? Unless the sound is exploding around your ears constantly. Oh, damn, a lot of daffodils. Louder than me? How? I mean, everything that comes out of the game should be like 10 decibels or more, like, more quiet than me. At least that's how it should be set up. Processed geodes. Ooh, that's a new one. A single stone. Okay, at least the coal is kind of worth it. Yeah, nothing else we can really do with you quite yet. Alright, time to donate all the things. Random chewing stick. Oh. Try that again. Right there. Hey, new reward. That's second go. Wait. Oh, no, we can't do that. It just didn't really highlight correctly. It is actually louder. That's interesting. Rain also has strange noise muffling every time I walk. That I don't... I mean, I do feel like OBS does kind of, like I do have a limiter set for the game audio, so it never goes above a certain volume. I wouldn't be surprised if that's causing, like, the muffling effect just on its own. It's kind of my thought. Ooh, cauliflower seeds. Hell yeah. That I appreciate. Especially when it's already raining, so I don't need to worry about watering the crap after I plant it. That's actually a good reward. Holy crap. Next, I'll say I'm not noticing anything weird with the rain within my headset, at least. Like, it's probably more like the way I have my OBS filter set up that's probably causing that. At some point, I do probably want/need to re-go through my audio setup to see how I can actually make it sound better and maybe separate all the audio sources individually. But I just... My brain is just not in the mindset for that for the most part. Alright, I need to give you the wood. Did you not want the wood? Oh, I need to actually... Okay, I misread that. Well, I feel dumb. Do you have fun working on the farm? Heck yeah. Well, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, I always forget that some of the quests are just literally collect rather than necessarily give. But at the same time, that's actually fine, because that's going to be super easy to do. We were literally right here anyway. Although I was amused by the response, though. Just, why? Although, you think out of anybody, you think she'd be fine with accepting wood as a gift, because she's a freaking carpenter. She needs the resources. Yeah, she's just not appreciative of the things I do for her. And it makes me sad as a friend. There we go. Alright, now I got my prize ticket. We can turn this quest in officially. Get a bunch of money. Yeah, we'll take care of everything in the farm now, and then we'll go back to the mines. Just so I can make sure I don't forget to do like most of the stuff and get some more inventory space ready. Hello. Hell yeah, another book. Okay, so we can put you in, you in, you in, you and you. Okay, are these the ones that we can actually heal us? No, that's just the... Okay. I'll make another set of things here. Yeah, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the flower of the calling. And heck, we'll sell the 1 wood. Yeah, let's go turn in the, because I forget what the reward was for the prize ticket for the first thing. I don't think it was anything super useful. I think it was a crop for, like, summer that we get, like, 12 seeds of. But for the sake of just, like, getting out of the way now, let's do it. Actually, I kind of need to eat the horseradish now, because we don't have a lot of energy left. Doesn't do a lot for us, but it's something. Oh, it's actually carrots. Okay, we can actually do that. Although, given the time, I don't think we're going to be playing long enough to be able to harvest those, but still nice to get. This is not good weather for sports. I was trying to think of a sport that actually works in rainy weather, but I actually can't think of any. Are there any games, like any sports that are like intended or better off in rain? I'm actually legit wondering that right now. I've never had to really think about it before. Water polo? Is that already played in a pool though? So those already like just kind of water all around? Or am I thinking of something different? Yeah, I like the attack speed of the regular swords better than the great axes. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I'm talking about like actual like rain going around. What sport is either required or enhanced by that? That's what I'm curious about. Ah, yeah. How much do we need for the bug steak? Okay, we only need 10. That's definitely not so bad. I know you're an enemy. You win this round. Any if you're brave enough? I mean... Okay, now I'm imagining like a strength building competition where you're trying to like lift the heaviest weights in rain. So you're both A, trying to maintain a better grip on whatever you're trying to lift. And also I think the rain coming down would technically like very minutely add weight to whatever you're trying to lift. Or at least put like some amount of like inconsistent reverse pressure on it. I can actually kind of see that working now that I'm actually thinking about it, and I don't know why I'm thinking of it that way. Welcome to my brain, I guess. This is your brain on ketchup. Any questions? Okay, now we gotta find the stairs. Yeah, by all means, come at me here. I'm actually not really a general fan of pie, in all honesty. I'm kind of just not a fan of, like, the consistency of it. And, like, most pies are just... I don't know, like, especially when it comes to, like the... I mean... Is a cupcake considered, like, a type of pie? Actually, no, I guess it would be. I'm actually saying it out loud. Never mind that question. But yeah, stuff like, pies, cupcakes, I'm really just not into that stuff, like, at all. I just kind of never have been. Okay, plenty of bugs for bug meat, which we're going to need for the energy for later on. Oh, no, not... Oh, the thing's actually, doing the thing. Now my shame will live forever. How could you? Yeah, my train of thought with that is that they both seem to be kind of like generally pastry related, so that's kind of where my... Actually, is that even technically... I don't even know right now. Can you tell I don't know how to cook? It's a type of cake, you guess? Looking it up. More or less reject this and just say it's a warm sweet. A warm sweet. Brain is trying to load. And Face is also sneezing. We're not doing a very good job finding bronze in this one. Aaron.exe has stopped responding and needs to reboot. Please insert 64 ounces of ketchup to reboot. Where's the thing? Here we go. Make one of these. We'll nom on some bugs. Which I would literally not do for like $1 million in real life. Ooh, an Omni Geode. Oh, an iron ore even. Now we're getting things. So that one is just an enemy in disguise. I'm not going to hit that one. Wait, this isn't ketchup. This is relish. I actually don't remember the last time I tried, like, proper relish. I don't remember, like, what my opinion on it was. I know my opinion on stuff like coleslaw has been kind of slowly changing over the years. I used to hate stuff like coleslaw back in the day. But lately, like, at least depending on the specific formulation, I'm actually kind of starting to like coleslaw. Like, the first time in my life. There we go. Oh god, it's dark. Help. Okay, so there's another bug. We can at least make another bug steak. But I really should start getting ready to leave. It's actually getting very late. Yeah, just we have our shortcut. Yes, I'll enjoy this knife for the rest of my life. Until I pass out from stress exhaustion. It's getting late. Oh, am I gonna have enough, we have enough Doritos to fix Hyrule. He's doing a Triforce Hunt rando. I know exactly what he's doing. Do I have any... Oh, we have a cave carrot. That's actually perfect. That gives us energy. Beautiful. Okay. So we had how many? We have 12. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. Not that one, but oh well. We'll let that take care of itself. Yeah, Doritos are definitely one of my favorite little things to snack on as well. I actually have a as of yet unopened bag of family-size spicy Doritos up on my desk right now. I'm looking forward to munching on that the next time I get the proper cravings. We still need to donate that. We did that already. We need to keep that to some degree. I actually kind of want to store this at this point now that we're actually using it. Do. Yeah, we're not really gonna be using the iron ore for a bit. We donate that. Put that in. Put that in. We already donated that. Put this in. This in. This in. And I think we could sell. No, not that one. I thought I. Okay. I'm confusing myself apparently. Alright, I think we'll probably do one more in-game day, and then we'll start getting ready to call it for the night. You only mention it because Doritos? Doritos are always worth mentioning. In fact, if Sen is actually doing a Link to the Past rando, I actually might raid into him. That actually sounds like a good thing to raid into. Yeah, I don't really need to check any of these. Alright. So we still gotta water, or manually water everything now. Yeah, and this is kind of one of my quote-unquote problems, too, is that I eventually get so many crops, I usually spend all of my energy just watering everything. I don't have the ability to do anything else. So I still gotta redo this now. Yeah, look how low my energy is already. I barely even started my day. This is one of the reasons why I have the stamina regen as a thing. There are also some mods that let you actually regain energy just by like sitting down on a bench, something like that, but I don't like to just like be sitting around doing nothing. The energy bar is in the bottom right of the screen, the one with the E on the top. It's currently orange because I'm very low on energy already. You know, theoretically, I think I actually could just do a bunch of fishing and get the health back that way, because I think the fish usually give you more energy than it costs to fish. Well, no, I think it's like 8 or 9 energy base. Depending on how many like pieces of junk you accidentally collect up. Yeah, I don't really know. Let's see if we can get like a random food from a garbage bin. So far, so no. Riv! Holy crap, welcome in, thank you for the raid. Let me do the thing.
What is a raid? An adorable little pile of cuties. But enough talk. Welcome on in.
Welcome on in, Riv. How you doing tonight? So far, that is 2 people tonight whose streams I've been lurking in before I started that have now raided into me. Welcome on in, Riv and Raiders. How y'all doing tonight? For those who don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Jevlith. I'm a silly little cat doing silly little things on the silly little internet. Tonight, we're doing another episode of our Steam Library Tour, where I slowly go through a little bit of every game in my Steam library. And tonight, we happen to be playing a game that literally everybody and their grandmother literally knows about, Stardew Valley. Oh, you're up tonight. You're doing some Foundry. Actually, I actually don't think I know anything about that game. But what kind of game is that, Riv? And welcome in. I'll say though, if you need to do any like post-stream self-care, like go get something to eat, get a snack, or whatever you need to do, by all means, feel free to do so. And thank you again so much for the heckin' raid. And welcome on in, Slice. How you doing tonight? What was I even gonna try to do? Oh, I was gonna try to fish to get some stamina back. See, that's even like a viable option. Okay, so I'm at 79 out of 270. Hopefully this is a fish so I can test my theory immediately. Come on. Thank you for the lurk, Jade, and welcome on in. Okay, so I'm at 79 energy. Okay, so it costs 8 energy to fish once. No booping. Boop is illegal. I mean, algae does recover energy, I think. Okay, a decent amount. I didn't mean to go that way. Dang it. Unfortunately, I think that wasted the energy I gained, too. Yeah, Foundry is like Satisfactory and Factorio and Minecraft blended together. You're a robot building a factory. Yeah, I feel like that tracks. Is it like a 3D environment kind of game, or is it like a more of a 2D, like retro-style game? I'm gonna get you, fishy. Fish. The good thing is that the higher rating ones also give us a better We didn't get a better rating of that? It's only 13 energy. I don't think this is gonna be a viable way of regaining energy. Game, why are you automatically putting me down like that? That makes no sense. Oh, Crafty, welcome. I didn't think... Why is the audio not playing? There should be audio for that. What is... Okay, Twitch is doing a thing apparently. But welcome on in, Crafty. Thank you for the follow. And welcome on into the Ketchup Cafe, where all of our snacks and beverages are served with a complimentary cup of ketchup. I'll be doing fantastically tonight. I need to look up why that didn't do any audio. That should have done audio. That was very weird. I think it's the first time I've ever had that not do audio before. But yeah, welcome on in. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Yeah, so apparently fishing is not the way to go for maintaining energy. There's probably not gonna be a lot of forage on the way either. Probably for the same reason Twitch said you weren't following, because you know you were. Yeah, I've had Twitch unfollow me from people I've been watching and following for literally years. And Twitch is just like, ha, nope, not anymore. But yeah, probably need to go soon. Usually don't stream this late and have an appointment Saturday morning. Yeah, by all means, you go get yourself some good heckin' rest. And thank you as much again for the heckin' raid. And enjoy your lurking sleep. Thank you once more. Alright, so I guess we're not really gonna be able to... I guess I could still eat the fish. But it's not gonna be able to really do a lot tonight. Yeah, I'm probably not going too much later myself anyway. I kind of... My thought was to basically just finish out this day and then probably be heading out myself. But, yeah, so... If there's Linus... okay, nothing up there. Yeah, I think this is just all the energy we're gonna get, which is not really gonna help, but it is what it is. Let's just see how far we can get. Thankfully, mowing the lawn is free. Oh, we got stairs right there too. Nice. That'll save us some energy trying to. Ooh, okay, we have a. Ooh, we got a diamond. Hell yeah. I'm kind of surprised there was only a single pick, though. Usually those take like 3 or 4. Especially with only a base pickaxe. Yeah. Do I have any coal on me? I do not have any coal. Dang, I thought I might be able to, like, borrow a coal with the copper ore to, make a cherry bomb, but apparently not. Yeah, let's just focus on more of the copper right now. Okay, that's at least a better yield from that one vein. It always sucks to only get, like, a single ore from a vein like that, especially when you're low energy. Is that all there is? That is all there is. I am sad. Nothing there. Oh, I guess there's more copper we can get. Yay, more fiber that I don't actually need any. Haha, haha, 1. I guess I'm kind of doing this more just for like the monster kills at this point. See, I was trying to do that, but apparently like something broke with the mods and I couldn't get any of those to work. So I did start the stream with the furry farmer mod working, and that's kind of why I'm a purple critter now. In that, like, so for some reason only the furry farmer mod was working. The antler characters was not working for some reason. And inside the mod page, it mentioned something like revalidating the game files could possibly help with that. So I revalidated the Steam game files, and then at that point, just like none of my mods worked. Yeah, it broke, and it's just not applying for whatever reason. Despite the mod itself being actually enabled in the Nexus mod manager that I have. It's one of those things, I did like a whole bunch of updates to the files as well recently. I didn't have, I guess, all the time to test them. Yeah, it's not like if I spend the time on it, I'd probably like just reinstall everything and might be able to make it work. But usually for the Steam library tour streams, really do like the one stream of it anyway, so it's not really gonna be any more playthrough I'll be doing on this file. But yeah, it's unfortunate. And the funny thing, one of the ones I wanted to show off, if I was able to do so, was that I have a mod to replace the horse sprite with Yoshi. I would have loved to be able to show that one off, but apparently I am not allowed. Fate has deemed and said no. Oh my god, there is so... Oh, we can actually do this for bug meat. And bug steak. That's actually perfect. You son of a... Okay. Wait, did that turn into 2 of them? Or were there 2 to begin with? Mowing the air lawn. Alright. Oh, we can make 2 of them now. Nice. So, boop, boop. We'll just drop you off to the side for now. Our space will be coming back soon enough. Good. Oh, 45 energy. Okay, nice. Well, that is actually beautiful. Alright, let's see how far we can take this. Ooh, more bugs. Oh, we got a reward too. Nice. So make sure we grab that before we leave. We don't have space for the... Actually, we don't need the freaking CD. Yeah, yours replaces the horse with a giant seal. Fair. Aren't there like a dozen different mods to just turn the horse into a different kind of Pokemon? I feel like there's at least that many, if not more. Actually, since we do have energy now, let's start going for the copper again. Yeah. Ooh, I wish I had a cherry bomb right now. Oh, I do have a cherry bomb. Perfect. Kablooey. I think I technically do that again because I found a coal. What is that? I'm guessing that's like a tackle for like fishing. Oh, it's a sword. Oh, I like that. A lot more damage, extra defense. Let's second go. Oh my god, so much more damage. I love it. Oh, no, you don't. I see your existence. And I counter it with my own. Come at me, bro. Okay, now I just need a ladder real quick. Which, given how many rocks there are, is not going to be likely to be up here. Yeah, not worth going for those because those take 2 hits. Can I have a ladder, please? Please? Por favor? Bitte? Other language for the word please? Well. Oh yeah, this is not happening. We're bailing. I don't have enough bug meat for another bug steak either. Are we at like 5 or something right now? Okay, we're at 10. That's not as bad as I thought. But we can at least turn into the Adventurers Guild real quick. Oh, we got some rice shoot. Or are they rice? Those rice? They are rice shoots. Okay. Oh, I need to probably sell stuff first. Yeah, we don't need this sword anymore. We don't need the slimes. We'll keep the bug meat. It's not really... Actually, ooh. Actually, I think we have better. It's like 8 to 18. Yeah, Silver Saber's not worth. That's not really worth. Yeah, we have better weapons right now, I think. I think we already have leather boots. Yeah, nothing really worth getting there. Get... Oh, hello. Even more damage. Okay, I think we found our wind weapon. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell the forest sword then. And then get our patootie back home. Or back home? Back home. Words are hard. Also, ow. I think this way is technically faster. Actually, I wonder how much I can do with the monsters in the field now that I have actually a good weapon. Also, I never actually filled the water bowl. Come at me, bugs. I dare ya. Aha! You've taken my challenge. To your own detriment. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Yeah, we'll just sell the diamond. So that. We already turned that in. So. Now we'll keep the rest. Oh, another one. Aha! Alright, I forgot they dropped coal. That's actually really handy. Bat. Bat. Batant. Yay, random stone. Be gone, grass. You are no longer needed in this facility. Okay, I love how by the time I'm finally properly equipped to deal with monsters, they basically stop showing up. But like, screw it, this thing already knows what he's doing. Flappy flaps. Okay, I thought that was like one of the shadow guys at first. Oh, hello. There we go. And we got nothing. I mean, I guess we got experience. That's something, I guess. Actually, let's sell more things. Actually, since we're not going to be continuing with this file anyway, let's just see how much money we can... Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's go for broke. Oh, I'm one inventory slot away from being able to get everything at once. I just want to see how much we can finagle in the sell value for the day. Okay, so does the amount that we sell allow us to have enough for a theoretical tool upgrade? Is the question. Okay, we can also craft staircase, which is interesting. It takes like 99 stone, which is kind of a lot, but it's better than nothing. Recipe, life elixir, eh. How much money do we get? Oh my god, we actually would have enough for a tool upgrade. If we didn't, you know, sell our bronze ingots, but... Yeah, that actually was kind of nice. Let's heck and go. But yeah, with that, let us get ready to call it for the night. Let's go see what good heck can be. Yeah, like I said, if Sen is doing a Link to the Past randomizer, we're probably going to go visit them. Yeah, they're doing Link to the Past. We're visiting them. Oh, no, never mind. They're doing Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, I was hoping they were doing a randomizer. Dang it. What is Clover Pit? Oh, nope, they're about to raid out. Wait a minute. Hi. Okay. King. I see what you're doing, King. I see what you're doing. Also, welcome in Obscurity. How you doing tonight? Well, this is one surprise that is not gonna be a surprise at this point. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and casually wait for the shenanigans to happen. Okay, I like how the letter icon is still moving, but everything else is like perfectly stationary. Okay, so given what's about to happen, there it is. Welcome on in, Demi. How you doing tonight? Did you...
Raid? A pile of cuties. But enough talk. Welcome on in.
Demi, did you gamble away all of your life savings and all your inventory again? There are places you can go to help with that kind of issue, stuff like that. But welcome on in, Demi and Raiders. How y'all doing tonight? For those who don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Jevlith. I'm a silly little cat doing silly little things on the silly little internet. We were actually literally just finishing up our stream, honestly. You're not addicted, you swear? We'll talk later. I can help you out with that later on, because it's okay, Demi. It's okay. We're here for you. Also, Cody, hi, you're sorry. No, Catman. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's like messages and stuff like that. Yeah, welcome on in, Demi. Welcome on in, King, even though you've been here the entire time. But yeah, so we're just about to finish up our Steam library tour of Stardew Valley, and I would extend a little further given the raid, but I literally made a joke of literally selling everything I had in my storage bin to see how much money we could make. You literally got raided as you hit the button. Oh wow. Okay, so that okay, wow. Okay, yeah. It just a chain of raids into people who are ending their stream. I feel like that's kind of an appropriate way for a Friday stream to end, because it's just that right level of like random insanity. But yeah, thank you again for the raid, Demi, even though it's like literally right as we're about to finish up. But yeah, because funny thing, I was actually considering raiding you depending on what the game was that you were playing, because I was kind of curious just by the name alone, but then you raided me instead, and I'm just like, oh, well, this is happening now. But yeah, hopefully you had a tremendous stream. Well, okay, so while I look for a raid target, what kind of game is Clover Pit? I have no idea what that is, and I'm kind of curious. I gotta play for 4 more hours, but I gotta sleep. Ah. You were looking at raid, yeah. So, okay, so yeah, you and I were just doing literally the exact same thing as that kind of thing happened then. I don't know if I even own Aria Sorrows. I really do need to check that at some point. I know, I think what is it? Because I know there's also a Castlevania game on the Xbox 360, like like a digital only game, where it's like a kind of like a multiplayer Castlevania where you go against like a big like entire area boss at the end. I know I played that. I think that was called like Harmony of Dissonance or something like that. It was like HOD was the initials, but I forget what it was. But yeah, there's another Castlevania game that's basically that same way. It calls itself the demonic love child of Balatro and Buckshot Roulette. Okay, I know Balatro. I don't know Buckshot Roulette. I have more questions than I have answers right now, and I don't know if I want answers to most of those at this point. But yeah, let's go see who else is available. You're still doing some of that. How long have you been going? You've been going for 9 hours already. I don't know if you're going to be going much longer. Wait, did you just get rated too, or? Okay, no, they just got like a bunch of follows out of nowhere. That's what happened. Castlevania Advanced Collection takes like 10 minutes to download. I keep forgetting which. So I think I have. Hold on, which one do I have on Steam? So like I said, I picked up one of the packs. Which one do I have? Oh, I have the Advance and Dominus Collection. Okay. I didn't realize I had both of them at this point. TODR, Pay Your Debt or Die. So, Monopoly. Got it. Yeah, so I do have both games, but like I said, I do need to start getting kind of ready to kind of wind down for the night, so I really can't go much longer, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to find out who to rate at some point, and at some point I will be doing. I do want to do like the Game Boy Advance and DS like Castlevania games, stuff like that. Just kind of maybe not necessarily go with like the entire like Metroidvania series, but just kind of get a little bit of extra like Metroidvania into the stream, stuff like that. I just have no idea when I'm gonna be able to schedule that kind of thing in. Oh god, here we go with more math. Okay, so what number actually is this? Let me add this to a calculator so I can see some commas. So that is 18,345,703. Oh no, 18,345,703,423 hours, which is 764,404,309 days, which is approximately 2,092,824 years. And yeah, I don't think I can make that. This is why we can't make any friends. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Oh, I didn't realize that wasn't even open yet. Okay. But anyway, I do kind of want to raid you, but I feel like you're probably not going to be going for much longer. You know what? Heck it. Okay, if we're going to have a series of raids into people who are just about to end stream, let's at least continue that thing. The person you were looking with, wait, the person you were looking, watching them play Clover Pit, what? Okay, the person you were lurking watching them play Clover. That is grammatically incorrect in more ways than I can count, but I understand entirely what you're saying. But yeah, let's go possibly raiding somebody else who's just about to end as well, just because that's funny to me right now. So yeah, let's go raid Degland. They're currently doing some Final Fantasy 13-2, which I think one of the 13 games does eventually become just like pure like action game. I don't know if this game is that one, because I never actually played 13-2 or anything like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and do the thing. You leave me alone. The dopamine is still up. Wow. Do you rate from playing Quest 64? I've already made my decision at this point. I've already been kind of like delaying too much as it is, but maybe in future. And I actually do remember Quest 64. I actually did kind of like it back in the day. I might maybe try to revisit. I have no idea, but it'd be kind of low on the list. But that's also a maybe. Okay, I think I did miss that actually. It's basically a roguelite with a slot machine where you manipulate spins to favor you with help from charms and calls. I think I played a couple of Flash games that are kind of like the similar style, stuff like that. Raid message. Actually, no, cozy, calm, Stardew Valley with scream emotes. So I think this is just gonna be our raid message, just because it's such an antithesis to itself. And yeah, let's go raid Deggy with this raid message, and I'll see you all on Monday at 8 p.m. Central for our Wheel of Mystery Rando. And with that, I should bid you all a good night. Oh, congratulations, King. You got me just as we were about to head out. Congratulations. But yeah, I bid you all a good night and your cat meme.